Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream today. Somebody in chat, please type if you can hear me. I'll start off by saying thank you to everyone for subscribing to me, for getting me to 10K. That's super awesome. I never thought I would get anybody to follow me on YouTube when I first started my channel. I guess back in February of 2022. I mean, I did a few videos for a couple of other games, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do, of course, until Valheim launched. And then, it was all Valheim after that. And I removed most of the other videos from my channel. There's still a few Easter eggs in there if you go far enough back. But yeah, thank you to everyone who subscribed and trusted me with providing content to your feed. I mean, I know YouTube algorithm will just recommend stuff to you anyways, but if you subscribed and you check your subscribers' video postings, then you're getting specifically, recommendations from the people that you've subscribed to, and yeah, I'm one of them. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's been encouraging, especially those of you who have, posted fun comments or supportive comments on my channel. I don't really consider myself any kind of big eccentric personality. I've been a filmmaker for almost 25 years now, and I've always been behind the camera. Of course, I've directed probably hundreds or thousands of actors by now, and always, sort of help work them through how to perform in front of the camera, but never thought that I would be a personality on camera. So it's been fun, and the community around Valheim and the people who've joined my servers have really encouraged me. They made it so that every day when I wake up, this is what I look forward to. I look forward to checking out Valheim news, checking out what's going on Valheim's Discord server or my Discord server, and just seeing all the cool stuff that people are doing and talking about. It makes getting up every morning super awesome. And of course, I check my YouTube comments and I try to reply, or at least like and heart most of the comments, because for the most part, everyone's really super supportive. And with the internet, how people can kind of be trollish and just post all kinds of weird things, but not in the Valheim community so much. I've noticed everybody's pretty supportive, and it's been awesome. I think it's just a huge love for this game. There's something special about this game. I mean, I've been gaming since, online games, my online gaming goes all the way back to like Ultima Online, so far back. And I just remember everything being so chaotic and crazy way back then. But all the games since then, Valheim is sort of had a different feel. Everybody is, they really love this game, and the community around it has been awesome. But so, as you can see on the screen here, I have some folks joining me today. You may recognize those names from my podcast. And so let me introduce them for you here today. So starting off, joining me today, we have Gwen the Shield Maiden.
Hello, hello. Hi, everybody.
How are you today, Gwen?
I'm good. I've got my mead. I've got my my friends here on the stream, and congratulations, Jiroc. 10,000 subs is amazing. I think when I joined the server and I started following you, you were about at 4,000, maybe? Something like that, maybe a bit more. I can't remember, but yeah, it's been a hell of a journey, and skull.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, Gwen was one of the first to join my servers, and one of the first that I made an admin because she was so engaged with the community. And I don't know how I would have continued forming a Discord community or Valheim servers without her help. She's super awesome and super fun to have around. We've also got today Joining us from, you might recognize from the podcast also, is Shield Maiden Morning Darkness.
Hello. Good to see you all. Hear you all? I don't know. What are we doing?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
I'm here. I made it.
Morning was having a little bit of technical difficulty, but she's here. She sounds great. And, it's funny, if you've listened to the podcast, you probably know, just by chance, of all the people who've played on my servers and whatnot, Morning Darkness just so happens to live 10 minutes away from me. How weird is that?
Crazy. Absolutely insane. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I don't even think we have too many people from California. I think there's like 2 or 3 other people on my server from California.
I think it's more than that. I think it's like 4 or 5, but yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe 4 or 5, yeah. But not a lot, and not within, 20 minutes of where I'm broadcasting from.
Not within so close that you posted a picture of what was it, a brewery that you had just recently been to? And I'm like, wait a minute. I recognize that place. I know where that is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I frequent all the breweries and tap rooms around here. They have great root beer.
I specifically threw the location to be nearby in a larger city, just like for identity purposes.
Yeah. That's
a great. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's a great brewery near San Francisco.
Right.
Even though we're like 40 minutes away from San Francisco.
Oh, there's quite a few people in chat saying that they're from California too. So, hello, Californians.
California represent. So we also have one of my amazing admins. This admin was so super active on our server, so friendly and engaging with the community that I just had to say, please be an admin. Please be an admin, because you engage with the community so much. Everybody loves you. You contribute so much with your personality, your friendliness, and willingness to jump in and help out wherever you can. Everybody, please say hello to Viking Gorthar.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sham. You're gonna make me shy. I'm gonna blush. Well, yeah, I've loved this community ever since I've got here. I used to be not a subscriber, a regular visitor on Jiroc's channel. And as soon as I knew that you guys had a server of your own, I decided to look it up. And haven't looked back since. This is home now. One of the friendliest communities I've found so far.
Yeah, when I think about this being our home, I think it's home because of people like you, like my admins, who are here to greet and help everybody who comes to the community. And Gorthar is definitely one of the most active, most friendly admins that you'll ever meet if you guys come and hang out on our Discord server. Definitely got to say hi to him if you stop by our Discord. Super awesome. We have a fairly new admin, but he's been on the podcast quite a bit lately. He's trying to be a real boy. If you've listened to the podcast, you'll know that he's been absent visually, or not visually, from audio. He's not been able to stream his audio the last few podcasts. So he's been playing Digi Vaste. Vaste, welcome to the live stream.
I want to leave.
Want to be a real boy.
No, you're stuck with us, Vaste. You can't go anywhere else.
Damn. Well, glad to be here. I never expected to be in this side of the stream, especially for the 10k subscribers. So I'm glad to be here, even though I'm the newest admin.
Yeah. And Vaste, so he was, I remember when he joined the server, he built a his home up in the deep north, just kind of away from everybody. And when new players join, you kind of wonder how they're going to fit into the community. But even though he moved way up there by himself, building his little community away from everyone, he is super active with everyone. Vaste, actually, I think you told me once that you spend more time on Discord than you do even in our gaming servers. Is that still true?
Oh yes, I have Discord in my cell phone, so actually I have like almost 24 hours. When I'm awake, I am available on Discord.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's awesome. And I had to make Vaste an admin because he's so active. He's so friendly. He's got so many great ideas. And he loves going out there and doing admin events and just participating in the community. So when you see, that kind of care and attention, I had to ask him, please, Vaste, be an admin. And he accepted right away. And no turning back now. We have such a great community, and Vaste helping out with admin has been super awesome. And we have another person here with us today. You won't see their picture up here in the 5 pictures that you see because she's not going to be doing a face reveal, but you may know her from my podcast. She's also one of my amazing admins. Bambi the Shield Maiden, welcome.
Thank you. So nice to be here. Yeah, I'm not doing a face reveal yet. I don't have a webcam, but maybe someday a picture or something like that. But congrats on your 10K, Jiroc.
Oh, thank you so much.
So happy to be here live for the first time. Awesome.
Yeah. Just to mention also, we're probably, if this turns out okay, it's not a complete disaster by the end, I think we're going to try to record our podcasts with our faces live here in this format, which I think will be fun. So when we're talking, if you want to watch, instead of just watching some random gameplay footage or whatnot in the background, you get to see our reactions or, somebody laughing and falling out of their chair. Like I just imagined one time Gwen did based on how she was laughing.
Say what? Face podcasts? Crazy talk.
I know, we're upgrading from podcast to video cast. Wow, we're joining the 21st century.
Yeah, we're only 6 or 7 years behind.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
But I also have a special guest in voice chat with us right now. And he is one of the reasons why I'm able to make such amazing content. If you've ever seen any of my Game Master videos or been watching any of my live streams where I'm running events or been interested in my seasonal servers where we're able to create all this custom content for our players on our seasonal servers, it's because of modders and modders creating so much great material content for the game. It's amazing. I can't believe how much cool stuff and how many cool tools that we have. And it's because of people like this great modder here. Not only is he developing really great mods, but he's also very friendly and receptive to feature requests, shall we say. And his name is Jules. Jules, welcome to this live stream.
Hello, everyone. I'm here again. Yeah, I wanted to say, I wanted to talk about a bit on how my mods made me come to this community, and but you told already everything to the listeners. So yeah, I'm glad to be here and be looking around, and yeah, and I'm also glad that you guys made that request, and then when Jiroc heard that I didn't play the game very much or not at all, just coded for it, he kind of poked and forced me to play a bit with you on the Nomad server, so that was really fun, to be honest.
Yeah,
And
Jules is my my companion of disasters and chaos on no map. It's always a great time when you join Jules, and because I think because you don't play much, and me because I'm just a noob, we're both like we get in really random situations all the time, which is super fun. So I'm glad that you get to discover the game with us.
Yeah, that's really fun. After 1.5 years of coding for it, being catapulted.
They are calling you the slingshot king now.
Yeah, but that's fine with me. That's a nice name.
Yeah, if you guys get a chance, check out Gwen the Shield Maiden's YouTube channel, her live stream section, because she's been live streaming No Map, and Jules has joined in on some of them. And yeah, they had the bright idea of slingshotting each other around to help carry their silver back to base. And yeah, crazy antics ensue.
Yeah, it was so funny. It was very
Best
fun.
idea.
Especially because both were encumbered. Oh, please go
Both
check
encumbered.
that. A moment. Yeah.
Without a map, getting thrown around, and I was very lucky. I landed in the Black Forest, but poor Jules here landed in the middle of a swamp without an escape because he was over encumbered, and I think you landed in water as well, so it was
I managed to escape the waters, but the Draugr just killed me. No chance. Twice.
It was so
Killed
funny.
me
I was
twice.
cry laughing on that. I'm still every time I think of that moment and your reaction, I still just laugh so much.
Well, we also have one other special guest today. She is a content creator on YouTube. I'm sure most of you know who she is. She puts out great content, great live streams. Kind of been like my Valheim buddy content creator. I love talking shop with her about, running servers or running the Discord or whatever comes up, and I get to jump on and do a little bit of Ravenheim with her from time to time. Just an all-around fun person. Absolutely love her personality, her hanging out with her in the game or just in chat. And that is, of course, Gaming with Christy. Welcome to the live stream.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me. And super big giant congratulations. No one deserves it more than you, Jiroc. Such an awesome channel, such a wonderful, supportive person. If I get stuck with something, I can call Jiroc and he'll be up in the middle of the night going, okay, do this.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's one of the things people know about me is you could pretty much text me any time of day and it's a possibility I'll be up. It could be 4 a.m. for me and I might be up. You just never know.
We sometimes even have to send him to bed. I'm like, Jiroc, go to bed.
Go to sleep.
Yes.
So it's not
and I'm like,
Bane.
Jiroc, get in game and play with me. Come on. Let's go kill something.
So it's not Bane who's the resident vampire, really, Jiroc, it's you. Got it.
Well, yeah, as a ginger in real life, I am pretty pale and pasty, so I do get called a vampire a lot.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yes, a little teaser for what's to come. But I mean, of course, if you see my avatar there, that's not too far off. So what are we doing today besides introducing all these amazing people who came out to join me for my 10K sub celebration? Thank you so much again for coming out, everyone. So we're going to be taking some questions on YouTube chat. So if you have a question about me, about Valheim, about mods, we have a great modder here, of course, and I know mods really well. If you have questions about running servers, or if you have questions about any of our community, the servers that I run, my seasonal servers, and next month in October, I'm launching a brand new, heavily modded permanent server. So if you have questions about that, or whatever you think of, whatever questions you have, throw them in there. We have a Apollyon, you'll see him as Fustercluck, and Dipstick from my server are in chat. They're taking questions. They'll try to mark them all down, and when we get to the question segment, they'll read them out for us. So please, if you've got questions, could be anything. I don't care how crazy it is. If I don't want to answer, I'll just skip it. But go ahead and bring them in. That would be awesome. And also today, we're going to have 3 rounds of trivia questions. And each round, there'll be 3 questions. And if you're not a member of my servers already and you're able to answer first, you'll get a chance to play on my servers for a month without having to become a patron. It's a great opportunity to just try a multiplayer experience and get to know the awesome community that we have. Like when people ask about the community, I just say, just get on Discord and ask them yourself. They, in general chat, they will respond. They're so great. They save me so much time because I get tons and tons of questions from people in emails and on YouTube and on Discord. And I love it. So please go ahead and throw them at me. But if I don't answer right away, jump in my general chat and ask your questions, because with so many amazing members, community managers, admins, helpers, and just regular members who know a lot about the game, who are super friendly, and will be there to answer your questions if you're thinking about a multiplayer server. So we have 9 questions, so there could be up to 9 new members on my server if they can answer before my current members. And I should warn you, though, that the trivia today is going to be about me, because this is my 10K sub stream, so not so much about Valheim or anything like that. So if you've been listening to the podcast or frequenting my YouTube channel over the last year, you might be able to get the answer right. But of course, you can search YouTube, you can search Google if you want to try to get the answer right. Just a little hint, load up my videos and get ready to type in a search in my videos for some of the subjects that you hear announced. Maybe you'll be able to get the answer with a quick search before somebody else. So today, now we're going to go over to Jiroc's first village tour. So I wanted to show everybody my very first village when I started the game. So some of you may know, some of you may not know, I was actually a beta tester, so before early access, just at random, before the game launched the year before, I searched YouTube for Viking and survival. I was just curious, because I've been playing survival games almost exclusively for the last 5 years or so, and I was wondering if there was a Viking game out there. So I just searched for it, found Valheim in beta testing. They only had a few hundred players. I submitted an application. A couple months later, I got in. So I got to play Valheim before anybody else did in before early access launched. And of course, I got the Odin DLC. As some of you have seen, I've got the Horn of Odin and the cowl and the hood and the cape, which are pretty fun. But let me bring up my Valheim. So there's my Valheim in the background now. And I'm going to switch over if I can figure out. I'm just learning OBS for all the streaming stuff because I'm more just a content creator and not so much a streamer. So let's see if I got this right. Oh, there we go. Oh, so we're not doing a face reveal yet, so I can probably even get rid of everybody's. There we go. Everybody see me in game here on the stream with me? You guys can see that?
Yep.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
We can see
We
him.
do.
Yep.
See if I can figure out how to get control of this. Oh, there we go. Hey, everybody.
Let's have a look at some fun constructions.
Yeah, so here
Oh.
is my first Valheim world. And spawned in here, and I immediately made a stone path around where it would let me build. See that all the way around?
Nice.
That's neat.
Yeah. Just because I was testing, like, how close will it let me build or make a path next to the summoning stones. And we built a little house over here. Now, this is a big house, but we started with a little house, and then it grew into this bigger house. It was me and 2 of my real-life buddies I've known for more than 30 years. See, we got our hand-placed, very proud of my hand-placed crops.
Wow.
No grids used here. Yeah, no mods here.
No mods.
Nice.
Yep. And I have a
I like-
video. One of my early videos shows you how to do this quickly. You like that, Gwen?
Yes, this pleases me most.
I mean, I can tell you how to plant quickly.
Well,
Oh.
the people who use the mod to do the perfect grids, it just feels so unnatural to me. I don't like seeing it. When I walk by those perfect grids, I just kind of cringe and go, ugh. It feels like
Me too.
Digibaste.
Me too.
Oh no, it's so amazing for my OCD.
I used to
It's
read.
just perfect.
Yeah. Well, and then here I have, this is just a little house where I would keep extra seeds and stuff, you know. And I think I have one on
Garden
the,
shed.
yeah, a little garden shed. I made it like a mini longhouse. It's like a short house rather. But then our little house turned into this sort of long haul thing here. We got our first dock over here. And let me show you our map here. So this was, I loved the idea of, you know, Vikings sailing on these little rivers in between the islands. So we could sail out here to the south west or up here to the northeast. And then, of course, we dug a canal in between here so we could quickly get out here if we needed to. And then, of course, later we built a dock up here at our permanent city, little village, which I'll show you here after this.
This is all pre-Hearth and Home now.
Oh yeah, this is like the day the game launched. We started this world and started this build, and the first like 2 months or so, 3 months of the game being out in early access. So we removed a lot of the stuff from here except the storage chests. So we still have the storage chests. I've deleted all the signs just so it looks nicer and you don't have to read signs.
Hey, real quick, Mad Michael was asking, since you're checking out all this stuff, he said, how many stones were in the circle when you first built there?
The summoning stones?
I believe so.
Well,
I
Yeah,
read that as the
Was
boss.
it all
the boss
5?
stones.
Yeah, was it all 5 of them at the time? Because you started before the game was even launched, right?
oh no, this world is the early access world because while I had beta access, my 2 friends didn't. And as soon as it came out in early access, I created this world for them and for us. And yeah, all these stones were here at the time. And honestly, I don't remember when I was in beta which stones were there. I was just so overwhelmed by the game. As soon as I spawned in, I started running around and getting killed. It was awesome.
They look
'cause it's-
further apart though.
Oh, do they? Interesting. Here, let me get over there really quickly.
I don't think so.
No, they're the same.
No,
Okay.
no, because
But
you
there's-
are using the vegetation, that's why.
There's a big question going on in the community right now, which is if a new stone will pop up once Mistone comes out. Will there be a boss or will there not be a boss?
Yeah, so from what I've heard is that there will be a new boss and there will be a new stone.
Is there
I know we
space
don't
for it?
really have enough space, but you know, you could, I guess, block the path right there. And
Yeah,
we
Plenty
have,
of room.
They
Yeah.
said that Devoid figured out how to do it, and so you're not going to have to do anything with existing worlds. It'll load in the new boss stone and change it for you.
oh, yep, awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes
Christy
sense. Makes
also
perfect
talks
sense.
with the developers quite a bit, just like I do, and so we try to stay up to date with what they're doing over there as much as we can, as much as they're willing to tease. But yeah, we used to have lots of decorations and all kinds of things in here, but we stripped it when we moved to our village. But this is Jiroc's first bed on this server. Look at that. Aw. I haven't deleted it because, it was my first bed. And some of you who joined my server might remember Gloomshine. He was on my server at the very beginning, but he's a friend I've known for more than 30 years. And yep, his bed was here. My other friend, he had a bed here, but I guess he moved it. So
I have to ask, who made the roof?
yeah, look at that beautiful roof, Bambi. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it actually lines up. There's no holes or anything in it. Yeah,
Oh,
I
see a
built.
hole. I see a hole right there.
What? You're crazy, Digibasta. You're not even real.
There's a little
Oh,
gap.
right there.
There's a little gap. There's a
Yes.
gap.
That's a Valheim gap, not a Jiroc gap.
Oh, to your right when the both ties showing.
Oh, right
Right
through
there.
there. Oh, well, I need a little bit of air, you know. I have to know what it is outside.
Yeah,
But,
so Jiroc, why am I talking about the roof? What video was it that made me laugh so hard?
I don't even remember what the video was. Which
What
one
is
was
You
it?
are
survival
building
video,
more.
I think. The first survival server launch, and you played it. You build a house with a roof on it, and it was so crooked. I literally fell off my chair laughing.
Yeah. Yep. I was just slapping stuff together. So out here used to have all my beehives right here, and I was like a honey factory, but they got moved to our village over there, which I'll show you here in a second. And then over this wall right here, oh, I can't jump. No. There we go. These are all my boars. Hey, boars. Yep. This is where I started taming me animals. Oh, there he is. Oh, Bacon loves me. I love you too, Bacon. Yeah, we don't eat bacon, but we do eat bacon's offspring. They're so much more tender. And then I used to have a tree farm out here. That's why this area is kind of stripped. But I stopped doing that here and moved it elsewhere. My tree farms are just, real trees planted, and then I cut them down. I've never been a big fan of like the the gray dwarf farms. I know a lot of people love setting those up, but for me, I like to kind of play things as they were sort of the intentional, way you're supposed to do it. But, finding those engineering ways to do like farms and stuff are fun too. And people have come up with all kinds of great designs. Okay, so this here is our permanent village that we built shortly after we had that going. And the very first thing I built here was this centerpiece. I'm so proud of this. I found this little pond.
That is very nice.
The rock's a
And the roof
purist.
looks, the roof looks okay.
Yeah, look at that. It's not too bad.
It looks great.
It's round-ish.
Not too bumpy. It's not too bad.
Yeah, and I built that, and I knew it was going to be my portal hub on the pond, and I built some bridges leading over to it. Let me actually get up in the air and show you a little bit of this here. So yeah, I built this, and I told myself, if this turns out okay, then I'll build a whole village around it. And then I just loved the way it looked on a pond with the light reflecting and all that stuff. I said, yep, I like that. Does it get the Bambi approval?
Well, it generally looks great. Yeah.
Let me not get
Very
too close to
pretty.
this roof. You'll probably find a hole in it. Oh no, right there. There's a hole. No.
I didn't complain about the whole.
The shame. The shame.
Shit.
It looks great, Jirok. It looks great.
Yeah.
You can always say the world upgrades did it. That must be it. This world is so old. The world upgrades made the holes. Everything.
Yeah. It was.
Blame it on the game.
It was all the patches and everything that came out that messed it up. But yeah, so once that was done. Let's see, what was the next thing I built? So I just come in here. I got celebrating all the colors we had at the time, and then I think I built this dock. It started with using the land as the base instead of building like a wooden dock. Got these little overhangs here. And then I built this blacksmith shop, which has this little gazebo thingy, whatever you call it, out here. If you you might even recognize this. This is where I did a lot of my early videos, was in this village. And even today, I still do some of my videos here. And then
I
over
thought
there,
I recognized this place.
oh yeah,
Yeah, last Valheim has the round building in the background.
oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
And wasn't
I'm
it the wolf taming video once they changed it so where the wolves weren't howling anymore? You filmed that here too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yep.
Wow, you've got such a good memory.
But yeah, on the latest episode of Podheim, I'm sitting right there, and this is it's like a still screen here the whole time. Well, not a still screen, but I'm just sitting here while the water undulates and does its thing. But yeah, that house in the distance there, that 2-story house, that was Gloomshine's house. I did do some videos in there as well. As a matter of fact, if you watch my Halloween video, which I have 10,000 subscribers, but only 2,000 views on that video, and I put so much heart and effort into it. My Halloween video from last year, I started at that house and then go to a little graveyard area that I set up. But yeah.
The one with Ulrich?
Yes. Yes, Ulrich.
Yes.
He gets scared and he's running around doing stuff. Yeah, that was started there in that house over there. And then you can peek through the window here at my workshop. We won't go in there because it doesn't look too pretty. I don't want Bambi to find any flaws.
I didn't find any flaws. It was the other guys.
You're perfect, Jiroc, just the way you are.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
But your is not.
See, again, not me.
So this is my my great hall, my longhouse, my feast hall. I'll show you that last. This was another my other friend's little house that he built, and he was the only one that got all of the. It's a little torn up at the moment. It's missing some walls, but I think it has Comfort 20 in here. Yeah. So he did this house, and my other friend Gloomshine and I, because our other friend built this house with all the comfort, he used up all of our good materials for the comfort. So we didn't have materials to build a house with the comfort back then. So we just kept using his house and never got around to making our own Comfort 20 houses. So we would just come over here and use his. But yeah, so now this is my pride and joy, my first long house. Look at that design. Oh my goodness. I know you guys are all taking notes right now thinking, how can I incorporate those designs into my own?
in a build competition so we can win it.
Yes. Ooh,
You would recognize it because you would recognize it.
I'm like, oh, those stylings are amazing. I love it. But yeah, so this was my first attempt at a longhouse. I actually ran out of space because, I had the pond here, my portal hub pond, so I can only build so far out. But let's go inside, take a quick look. And you might recognize this from the very beginning. I used to have a bunch of signs on these pillars thanking my... I remember when I had one sign there, one sign there, one sign there, because I only had 5 patrons. And then eventually I had 2 signs on each of those pillars, then 3, then 4, then 5. And then I started doubling them up. So then it would be like 10 patrons per pillar. And then eventually there were just too many patrons. So I removed all the signs and I recorded that thing that you saw in the intro. Let me see if I can.
The necks, the running necks.
Yeah, right there. See?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. That's the when it says stream starting soon. Yep. And then every episode during the very end of my podcast, for those of you who stick around because you want to see the necks and all the cool patrons, I flash their names up over this scrolling scene. But yeah, and then eventually, we got armor stands, and of course I had to stick a little pillar behind it so I could mount a skull inside of there.
Amazing.
Very creepy. And then I didn't used to have these walls here, but the necks that I had running around in here kept running back here and being annoying, so I had to wall it off. And actually, all the necks are gone. I must have...
What did you do to them? Dipstick is listening. Careful.
I set them all free.
You killed them.
Dun,
But
dun,
yeah.
dun.
And yep, ventilated and everything. Yep, that was our long haul. So yeah, this was Jiroc's first world, and I think really my favorite part of this is just this building on the water, using the natural terrain to lift up a structure and build this. This was fun. I love this. I still like to record videos here. You'll see a lot of videos recorded with this in the background. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite... So, what is one of my favorite videos that I ever made? Besides my Star Wars parody video, which took me 30 hours to make, I have a video where it's called Secret Lox Tree Seeds. Lox Tree Seeds. It stars,
I remember that one.
Yeah, me and Auric, the little NPC that I have playing with me sometimes, the other character, and he's standing right here, and there's a big Lox with its butt in his face, and I'm over here trying to tell him to use Lox to farm trees, and he gets confused and thinks that I'm talking about something called a Lox tree seed. That's one of my favorite videos that I've ever made. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. Leave a comment. That would be awesome, because it really is. It was like a lot of heart and thought, and I scripted it all out, and it just gives me a smile every time I rewatch that video. But yeah, do we have any questions about my first village before we move on to our next segment?
Not a question, but I want to say that's really impressive for a first world. You should have seen ours. It was, yeah, it was minimalistic, I would say.
We have a
Yeah.
question from Josh Miller.
Okay.
What's your favorite biome to spend the most time in?
Ooh, favorite biome to spend the most time in. You know, I would probably have to say that if I want to enjoy the beauty of Valheim, it would be the Black Forest. But for overall favorite biome to spend the most time in, it would be the swamp for sure. The swamp is so dark and cool looking, and the green lights on the gut trees and the crypts and the Draugr and the history of the Draugr, and then those statues that are all throughout the swamp. Every time I see one, I just think, like, I have this whole script that plays out in my head about the ancient Draugr that once lived there. So I often find myself stopping and just daydreaming for a couple of minutes, and then realize, oh, I probably should. Oh, I'm getting attacked! Run away!
That explains all the undead events that you do.
Something's a little bit wrong with you having swamp the favorite. I gotta say.
Yeah,
It's scary.
I
I really
That
like the
was
swamps
beautiful.
too. In Jiroc's defense, I don't mind the swamps. It's kind of cozy.
It's
Thank
one
you,
of the
Gwen.
biomes that has the most creatures by zone, I think.
I'm
Very
much
busy, yeah.
more used to the swamp now. I have had to really train my brain that sound of something dead flopping in the water behind you, you know what sound I'm talking about? There's not
Yep.
actually anything there. It's hard to
in
get
the-
my brain
yeah.
to believe that.
Yeah. The
It's so
sounds in the
scary
swamp
for
are
fun.
creepy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see. So it looks like I'm going to be logging into our main vanilla, our permanent vanilla server. It's called the Viking Playground, which is the same as my Discord name, the Viking Playground, because the players have something going on over there. Vaste, am I ready to log in over there?
Yes, and come to the Great Hall.
All right. So I'm going to log out here.
Yes. Come to us. You'll be fine.
So they have something going on over there. I actually don't know what's going on over there.
I swear Bambi doesn't have a fire ready.
What happened to you?
It'll be fine.
Put down the hammer, Bambi.
Even have a hammer in my hand. Stop blaming me for everything.
Oh yeah,
Look who's
Christy.
talking.
Christy was saying in the YouTube chat, their first village we had to abandon because the instance counts were so high. Yeah, that little village you saw just now, I think it's around 15,000 instances.
Yeesh.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly the number. I know for sure it was over 30,000 in our first village. But it got to where, like, it was too laggy and slow. And we're like, okay, well, this is a lesson. Let's scale it back some, be more realistic.
Yeah, but also the first before Hearts Are Home, or like before a few months, anything you change of the terrain added a lot of lag. I had the same problem. We have I think 9k instances, and it was so laggy because of the terrain modification.
Yeah, that was an early lesson, too. I'm glad it's not as big of a deal anymore as it used to be.
So, can you guys see me in game? Probably not, huh?
Nope.
Nope, you're ghosts.
All right, let me turn off
Unless you're somewhere else.
my go. Oh, I'm trying to click on the video. That's not going to work. There we go. And can you see me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey,
There you are.
hey everybody! We're in our Great Hall on my Viking Playground server. We got Capelic. Hey Capelic, how you doing? We got Doc Daffy is here, and all my admin team who are on here with us.
And not sure Canaris is here or maybe at, well, somewhere else.
So I feel like I'm being pulled into this portal behind me.
Yes.
Yes.
Should I
Steps
go?
will
Accept
be
the
right behind
gravity.
you. Yes.
I'm a little nervous.
Okay.
You won't die.
Ah! Loading. Ooh, where are we? We are...
Recommendation: environment clear 0.84.
And time of day 0.84, you said?
Yes.
Time of day 0.84. Oops. My hotkeys are on my number pad. Let me switch that back over. There we go. Okay. Ooh, it's very dark. Ooh, what is this here? Tribe.
Oh, you might want to look to your right first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And maybe take a few steps towards your right. Can you see?
Ooh, what does this say?
People with-
Hollyheim.
People with the circlet, please turn them down.
The Hollyheim sign.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome. Check that out.
That's funny. We have a Val-Hollywood in our world.
Oh, Val-Hollywood.
Val-Hollywood.
That's amazing as well.
Yeah.
Val-Hollywood. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool.
Oh,
Thank
come
you.
back here. You missed the entrance. You missed the door.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it is very dark. Oh, don't worry. It won't be in a second.
Tribe of Jiroc Studios. Ooh. Is this where we make movies?
Go and have a look.
Let's go in and take a look. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, look at these sets. Oh, check out these movie sets. Oh, look at that. What a cool design. Wow.
So since you've been a film director for so long, and I'm sure you miss being on set, and
do.
Since we wanted to celebrate your 10,000 subs, so the community got together and built this on Playground.
Oh, this is
On survival.
awesome. We're going to definitely
nice.
have to do some shooting in these studio rooms. Oh, this is awesome. On these
Yeah.
sets. Look at this. What is this? Minotaur energy drink. So cool. Oh, Podheim sound engineer. Oh, very good. Oh, and this is the table where we would record our podcast. Awesome. Oh, and look at, we got some studio lights. Let's see, what else do we got through here? So cool. I think Chris, Gaming with Christy, don't you have like a couple of, or at least one little studio that you use like for your news and other things?
Yeah, that's in our Val-Hollywood. We have a whole big theater and studio that's kind of based on one of the big ones actually there in LA, and that's where I do my news from. And we have like a gaming, like for game show studio, and we have like a fake Wild West town that's just the front of the buildings, you know, like a set. And yeah,
Oh, nice.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I just got pushed out of the way. I was going to do a
Oh,
cooking
sorry,
show,
sorry.
but Gwen wants to do the cooking show.
Well,
No, it's fine.
this is for our future cooking show with Bambi and Morning Darkness. This is our cooking show set for when we try to make those mug shakes.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's a great
cute.
cooking show set. Very clever. I love it. Okay, let's see what do we got over here. Ooh, a game show set. Oh, what? Oh, this is awesome. Oh, I'm going to have to do the trivia from here.
Yes.
This is the seeds for Jiroc TV.
Oh, let's see. What does it say over here? Trivia champion, Gwen. Oh, from the podcast, you've got the trivia champions up on the wall there. That's awesome. And look at all the cool lights on the wall. Oh, that's a great idea. Wow, all these are such great set ideas. Today we have Gwen, Digivaste, and Bambi. You must form your answer in the form of a question. Okay, let's see what else we got through here. I like looking behind the scenes too, you know, because I do have to do so much work behind the scenes. Oh, what do we have here? Ooh, a pool table. What does this say? House rules, no weapons allowed, no pets allowed. Jiroc always wins. Okay, I like it already. Exceptions below. Goats, Mjolnir, Gungnir, and yeah, that word. I'm not going to try to pronounce that word.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got a
That pool
competitor.
table is amazing.
Look at that. Look at the deer hide on that pool table. What? Flint
It's not
spear?
deer hide. We're just pretending it's deer hide.
No, it looks great as a cover for the table.
Yeah, it does.
And the
And,
sunken,
and also the holes in the corners.
yeah, the sunken tankards for the holes, the pockets.
Oh, that's so clever. Oh my goodness.
A real pool balls.
Well, I'm gonna have to do like a whole separate video on all these cool builds. This is amazing. Jiroc 0, Loki 9001. What?
Yes.
You're losing.
Well, you never see those two at the same place at the same time. So what does that tell you?
But look at the pattern on the wall with the brazier, with the glass around it. It gives an amazing pattern on the wall.
Yeah. Look,
Ooh, how
Is
can
that
we
bec-
make use of that?
is that because it's shining through the glass? That's
I
interesting.
think so.
Yeah,
Did you see the
it's the
mosquito
pixels
darts?
of the glass.
Oh, look at this. We got a dartboard. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's
And you
cool.
got some darts there as well.
Yeah. Look at that. Get your darts here. Very cool. This is awesome. I used to play pool quite a bit when I was in grade school because they had a community center nearby where I would play Dungeons and Dragons. So while I was waiting for everybody else to show up to play Dungeons and Dragons, I'd play pool for a couple of hours and got okay at it and continued to play for a few years after, but not so much these days. Or when I do it.
Here's the editing room, Jiroc.
Okay. Where am I?
You went past it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, editing room. Let's go take a look. Oh, this looks like my office right now. How did you get it so close? I haven't shown any pictures of my office.
Oh, I'm standing right outside your window.
We pay attention and listen, Jiroc.
Oh, look, I got a puppy. Oh, that's my little puppy sitting next to me right now. He's sitting right next to me. Oh, that's adorable. It looks just like my real puppy. Oh, somebody's paying attention. Let's see, what does this say? I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire, Darth Vader. This will be a day long remembered. Darth Vader. Oh, look at that lamp. Wow.
Just like in your office, you've got your life-size Darth Vader standing in the
Oh,
corner.
right. Somebody remembered when I mentioned that, which I will be showing that later. Oh, that's awesome. You guys remembered that. Let's see. What do we got over here? Oh, look, there's my Zydax computer. Link on my YouTube channel. With the clear window to see inside. Oh, that trophy makes a great inside for the computer. Well, let's see. We got some books here. Yeah. Oh, we have some, let's see. Oh, Boy's Life by Robert McCammon. Oh, somebody was paying attention when I mentioned that one. One of my favorite books. Ulmerich by Robert E. Howard. Yes. I have that on my shelf now. I'm going to have to go grab those books from my shelf. Solomon Kane by Robert E. Howard. Wonderful stories. And, by the way, they made a movie called Solomon Kane that didn't get a very wide release, but is one of the best fantasy movies ever made, in my opinion. Seek it
I've
out
seen that one.
and watch it if you haven't seen it. It is amazing, amazing film. The Complete Chronicles of Conan by Robert E. Howard. Yes, I'm a big fan of Robert E. Howard. The Bloody Crown of Conan. Oh, that's one of his stories. And Cthulhu, the Mythos and Kindred Horrors by Robert E. Howard. You guys, you're making me blush and nobody's even here to see it.
And Canvas is saying the just above that upper shelf is all CDs and DVDs.
Oh yeah, CDs and DVDs. Actually, yeah, I have it's so funny, in my living room, I have 400 or 500 DVDs and Blu-rays like all around my TV on a shelving system, and I don't even own a DVD or Blu-ray player to play them. Because I just stream everything.
Yeah, I think I remember you mentioned that before.
But I don't want to get rid of them because I just like looking at them and being reminded of all these great movies. It's the only problem with the digital age is you don't have that physical thing to remind you and to hold and feel that tactileness. It's just,
But it's just like keeping a bunch of books on a bookshelf, right? Like you may not ever read them again, but it feels good having them there.
Yeah.
Like in a library.
Yeah, but at least you can read them. He cannot even see
details.
It's the same with me. I still have a load of CDs. Yeah, I don't have anything to...
He can read the cover.
Yeah.
Oh, and look at that. We got posters on the wall. Star Wars and Conan. Awesome. I think there is a mod out there that'll allow you to put custom images on a wall. We might have to look into that for our modded server. Let's see, what do we got here? Dressing room. Green screen stage. Ooh, there's a little room back here. Should I go back here first? Dressing room. Oh, look at that. Oop. Hey, look, it's me. I see my reflection. Oh, wait, no, that's not my reflection. That's my reflection. Oh, here. There we go. Arr. Wow,
That's funny.
looking good, Jiroc. Yeah. you and me, buddy, we're going places.
That trick with the mirror is so clever.
That is very cool. Wow, I have not seen anything like that before in a build. Very cool. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh, there's all my prestigious Emmys and Oscars. And my loot.
Behind you as well.
Yep, on the table here. Got some snacks here. Got some craft services. Yep. Always got, and a wardrobe here. Yep. Place to store my clothes when I get dressed. Very cool. Oh, let's see, what do we got over here? Green screen stage. Oh, look at this. Ready for
chroma stage.
Ready for compositing. Oh, and let's see, what is this here? Is this the camera?
Yeah, it's
Ari Alexa. Oh, the camera, and we got a light over there.
Got a light focus on you.
nice, looking good.
And action. Well, so you see.
Normally you're the one behind the camera.
Yes. Well, now I have to be in front of the camera too a little bit. But then I'll put you all back there. Oh, look, I got a cameraman or woman. A camera person.
But he or she doesn't know what they're doing, I think, so you might want to fire that one.
I know, you're facing the wrong way. We're ready for the shot. Get ready.
Some additional training might be required.
And some crew members that are playing pool on the job. I don't know, Jiroc, what you have going on here, but you might want to consider.
This is awesome, everyone. Wow. Ooh, is this backstage? Ooh, hey, backstage.
Yeah, backstage.
Don't look back there. That's behind the scenes, like at Disneyland. You don't want to see that.
Yeah, it breaks the magic.
Speaking of Disneyland, where did Jiroc work during one of his summers in between high school years?
Disneyland?
Yes.
Was that one of the trivia questions?
No.
That was a hard one.
What?
No points.
It's the best place.
But yeah, I did work at Disneyland. I should have used that as a trivia question, as a matter of fact. That would have been a great one. Well, very cool, everyone. Thank you so much. This is awesome. We're definitely going to use this for some stuff in the future, too.
Yeah, we should use this set for the trivia in a bit.
Yeah, actually, I'll...
Actually, there is so the first room is, I think, the YouTube studio, and it has, I think it has like an interview area, so...
Okay, so maybe we hang out here while we're waiting.
Yeah.
For the trivia, which I think we have a trivia coming up shortly. Let's see. I need to ask Gwen to do me a favor and tell everyone about how you found the server. What were your first days and experiences here? Who you met, and what it all felt like being here in those first few days, and just watching the community grow. And while you do that, I need to use the restroom so badly because I have 3 drinks in front of me, and I have to go so badly.
I was like, are we going off script? Like, what's going on?
Yes, we are.
Go
Please.
Have a bathroom break.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, guys. Boss is gone. We can party. Woo!
Build him in a box.
Yes.
Build him in a box.
Oh, yes, let's do that.
Put him in a box.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, go on. Bambi, I'm lagging so much because I've got too many things open, so I'll let you do that, and then while you do that, I will do the thing that he asked me to do.
No. Wait, Bambi.
Okay, I'll let you guys do your crazy thing. So yes, I joined the servers back in like exactly a year ago, back in September 2021. It's actually funny because at the time I wasn't subscribed to Jiroc the Vikings YouTube channel. I wasn't even looking at that many YouTube videos, but I must have watched one or two of his because the YouTube algorithm did its thing, and then I saw a community post that popped up from Jiroc saying, "Hey, I'm thinking of opening a server. If you'd like to join, send an email at this address. It will open after the Hearth and Home update." And that was around August of last year, 2021. And at that time, I had been playing for a couple of months. I was quite late to the Valheim party. I didn't join back in February, March when it was big hype. All my friends were already playing it, and they were just like really, I don't know. They were like trying to push me to start playing with them, and I hesitated for a while, and then I was like, okay, I will give it a go. And I joined and started playing around maybe April time. And I had played mostly with friends, and it was great fun. I really loved the game. I kind of fell in love with it. But unfortunately, by the summer, most of my friends had moved on to other things, or they lost a little bit of interest. So when I saw that community post, I hadn't even considered or thought about joining a multiplayer server. But I thought, you know what, it's going to be winter soon. I'm going to be bored. I don't want to just play League of Legends all the time because, speaking of toxic community, I think League of Legends is up there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Morning Darkness can confirm. But I thought, you know what, I really like this game, Valheim, but it's not really fun to play alone, and I don't want to wait for my friends to be available to play with them. So I emailed Jiroc. And I kind of stated my case and explained who I was, my situation, and that I would love to give it a go and join his server when he would launch them. And then a couple of weeks later, he invited us to his Discord, and it was a couple of us. I think at the time there was Tolkus, who's still an admin on our servers. There was Thorin, and a couple of others who were founders. Gluco was very early on. I don't think he was there the first days, but he was there like pretty early on. And so we were kind of chatting on Discord back and forth, waiting for Jiroc to kind of drop the server IP and so on. And I think on September 20th or 21st is when he was like, all right, guys, I've got the server up and running. I'm going to send you the IP address and whitelist everyone. And so we were kind of anxiously waiting. It was maybe like 15 of us or 20 on the Discord. So not that many, but we're like, oh, okay, it's going to be weird. Like for me, it was my first time playing on a multiplayer server of any game, like other than, massive like online games. And I really didn't know what to expect. I was like, oh, I hope people are going to be nice, those apprehensions that you always have. And,
so what I'm hearing is that this is your fault.
What is my fault? That
there is a server.
If there is a fault? No, it's not my fault. The intention was already there. I was just one of the first people there, along with Tolkus and others. And I think he launched the server on like a Thursday night, or it was Thursday night for us Europeans. And unfortunately, that day, the day of launch, I had a really long day at work, and after work, I was like, I'm too tired. I'm not gonna start playing Valheim now. So I skipped the first night of the server being launched, but I kind of kept an eye on Discord, see all the activity, and it was Tolkus and a couple of other people. Actually, Kung Ragnar was there as well, who's still playing on our servers. And they were like chatting about, I need to find, more wood, and I want to start building something. And, what about, are we thinking about like all building our own bases, or should we start building a village together, like a community village and so on? And so they were chatting, and the next day after work, I finally logged in. So about a day after the server was launched, and Tolkus had been online since the server launch. So about 24 hours, he was still online. He was still on voice. So I joined and I start chatting to this guy, and I'm like, oh yeah, so yeah, how long have you been playing? He's like, yeah, pretty much since it launched. Okay, so you've not slept then. All right. And where are you? You're in Germany. Okay, interesting. So we started chatting, and he helped me out a little bit on my first day. He showed me what they had started building with him and Balder, another player. And I was like, oh, well, I'll join you guys and start building with you. And that's how Naomi, our community village, was started. And that's kind of how we started all playing together. Was that long enough to allow you for your bathroom break, Jiroc?
That was perfect, Gwen. Thank you so much. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. And honestly, in the early days especially, Gwen and Tolkas were so active with the community that, that's why I made them admins right away, and they really were the ones recruiting people. I mean, seeing them into the community, welcoming people into the community, because, I was trying to make YouTube videos and do all the behind the scenes admin work for the servers and for Discord, that I didn't have tons of time to jump on and just hang out with the players in the beginning. And really, when people came to our servers, it was Tolkas, Gwen, and maybe a couple of others that they first met and interacted with, did their interviews with. And it was really because of those two that the community grew so fast in the beginning. And then we started to realize, more people are joining, so we need to recruit other people to help do interviews and get people on the server. And it just exploded. But I think really without Tolkas and Gwen for those first few weeks, I don't know that it would have been so successful so early. So thank you so much to you two. I really appreciate everything you guys have done.
Apollyon had to leave us. Apollyon had to leave us. He has a kid that's it's teething.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, no worries.
But thank you for helping out, Apollyon.
Yeah, and let's see. It looks like I've been put into a cage here.
It's not me. I was busy telling a story. So
Who would do such a thing?
Yeah, she was telling a story.
How rude!
That's crazy.
Did Christy tell somebody to do this to me? Shame on you, Christy.
Why would you suspect innocent little me? I'm not even there. I didn't do anything.
Let's see if I can figure out. Oh, there we go. I had to remember what my admin fly command was to fly out. Shame on you.
The boards and stuff wouldn't hold you.
That's just mean. Go back in there. I put so much effort in there. I mean, Valse did.
Well, if you guys want to join me on the game set, we're going to do our first round of trivia here. Anybody who's not a member who answers correctly before my members or anybody else, again, wins a month to play with us on my servers. And you can just go to my website, submit an application, and come on in for your interview if you win this, and we'll get you on to play with us on our servers.
I'll stand with Morning Darkness.
And in addition to that, all my everybody here in chat with me, if you click on the channel, there's a little chat box that says open chat, and Glenn typed in there, and let's see who else. Dipstick's last chat was all good. If you guys see that on Discord, I'm going to type the word here. So I would love for all of you in chat here to submit your answers in the text chat there for this voice channel. And then I'll announce the winner after we give a YouTuber audience a opportunity to answer first. So let me find the tab with my trivia questions, and we will do 3 questions. And the first right answer is the winner. Okay, here comes the first question. Get ready to type out your answers. What is the name of the young Viking who appears alongside me in some of my videos? He's known for being a bit addle-headed, but is great at chopping wood, so he's pretty good to have around. What is he called? What's his name? What does he go by? type it up in there, YouTube chat. I'm looking for answers. I know there's a little delay over there on YouTube, so we'll see if anybody can pop in the answer. And, looks like I just saw the first answer by Captain Fossil. I don't know if that's a member or a non-member, but Captain Fossil got the first correct answer. And it is Auric. Yes, Auric is the other character that I play in some of my videos for fun. Let's see who on my staff here. Gwen. Congratulations, Gwen, scoring an early point in the trivia.
Woo. I did mention the name earlier, so for people who weren't paying attention.
Well, yeah, if you're paying attention to the this stream, you might get some of the answers. I can actually guarantee that one of the answers for one of the trivia questions coming up later has already been announced in this live stream. Okay, here we go. We'll go with question number 2. Let me get up my live stream feed. Oh, there it is. Okay, question number 2. I've made 3 spoof videos. 2 were made for April Fools, one in 2021, one in 22, and the other one just for fun at some random time throughout the year. But in these videos, I show you how to tame 3 creatures in Valheim that you can't actually tame in the game. What are those 3 creatures that I show you how to tame that you can't actually tame in the game? Now, you might be able to get 1 or 2 of them, but there are 3 total. So go ahead and put in however many you can remember, because you might win if you can name at least 1 or 2. And if you're searching my YouTube channel frantically right now for the answer, you might be able to find it too. Just search for the word tame in my videos, and you might get it. Okay, let's see. I'm looking over at the answers are coming in. We have Death Skeetle, Grey Dwarf, and Draugr. That's not correct. Death Skeetle, Fuelings, and Olves from Mad Michael, one of my server members. Good job, Mad Michael. Either a very good memory or very good at YouTube searching.
Jules get extra points. Jules get extra points.
Yes, Jules win this one.
What did Jules say? Let's see.
The only logical answer.
Oh, I'm missing your answer. Where is your answer? What is your YouTube?
Discord channel.
Oh, in Discord.
No,
sorry.
Right.
Let me look at Discord.
I
Okay,
said Gwen was there in Morning Darkness. Of course.
Yeah, you can't actually tame them in game. Jules, yeah, you score bonus point for that one, just for the funniness. But let's see. Oh, Vaste got it first for our Discord folks. Fueling, Death Skeetle, and an Olv was the last one I did for April Fools this year. Good job, Vaste. Let me score you that point.
I call hacks. He edited his message after.
Oh.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. It says
Same.
edited. It's edited.
How can you?
Aww. Well, I didn't see it. Too many screens up over here.
Totally.
Okay. Third question for this round. Final question for this round. In one of my videos, how do I recommend that you should mine for crystals in Valheim? Please be specific. If you want crystals in Valheim, in one of my videos, I show you my way of mining for crystals. And what is that procedure? Let's see who can come up with the right answer. Let's look over at the live stream. They're on a delay, so they're still waiting. We're waiting for them. Let me see who's got it here in chat. I'm really looking for a specific answer. Let's see. Whoever is the most specific. I see Gwen has the most specific answer in Discord. So if you're gonna mine,
Oh, I see answers in the live chat too.
Oh, let me switch over to there. Let's see, what do we got? In the live chat, I'm looking for something very specific. Let's see. Pickaxe on golems, yes. Ride on Gollum's head. That's the real specific answer I'm looking for. So Captain Fossil gets it again. And over in our Discord chat, Gwen says, jump on a Gollum's head and bonk it with a pickaxe. Yeah, if you want yourself some crystals, Gwen, there's only one way to do it.
I give away a free month on Jiroc servers just to get rid of the accident.
That is the most fun way.
Oh, joking.
All right, let's see here. Okay, good job, everyone. Thank you so much for taking a guess at the answer. And let me jump back over to our script here on my screen. Okay. So we're going to take questions from the community. Dipstick, are you there? Would you like to read the first question for us?
Can you hear me?
I hear you now, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what that was. All right. First question from Carlos. Do your friends and family get it when you tell them that you run an online gaming community and have 10,000 subs on YouTube?
Not initially. They think that I just play video games and get paid for it, and they don't realize that there's like 60 hours plus a week worth of work that goes into running a YouTube channel and a Discord community and Valheim servers. And as most people on my servers know, I don't get to play the game much, except for when Christy is available. And then I get to sneak in an hour or two here or there with Christy.
Come play.
Yeah, she knows the struggle, too, of, she's running servers and a YouTube channel. So she knows that getting time to play can be difficult in and amongst all that. But yeah, for you, Christy, too, it's probably a little weird at first to explain to people what you're doing. I know it takes a good 15 or 20 minutes for me to kind of walk them through everything and answer all their questions. And I still feel like at the end they don't really get it.
I have found that a lot of times I don't try to explain it. I'm just like, unless there's a reason that it comes up. A lot of times I just don't say anything about it because exactly that. A lot of people don't get it, or some people will kind of look down their nose at you a little bit, like, oh, you have a YouTube channel. Oh, okay. So you sit around and play games all day, right? Yeah. But if it's somebody I care about, then I'll take the time, of course, to explain it all. Yeah. But yeah, it's like running a small business. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it absolutely does. As Dipstick, what other questions do we have?
All right. Clara asks, biggest tips for people who struggle to build in Valheim?
Oh, yeah, this is a great one. So I do love building, and I like building in all the survival games. It's probably one of the biggest attractions for survival games for me. And what I love to do is to watch videos of other people because they all have amazing techniques you never thought of. They come up with interesting designs you never thought of. And if you've ever studied art history, if you've listened to our podcast, you know that I'm a filmmaker, but I also went to art school, so I studied all the arts. And when you're studying the arts, even the classic arts, they all learned from their mentors by first mimicking their mentors. As a matter of fact, the greatest artists of their time got commissions all the time, and then they would have their acolytes, their apprentices, paint for them or sculpt for them, and they were mimicking the style of the master. And that's where they learn their craft. So I would say, go on and follow people like Versaw and Smitty and some of the amazing
Get yourself
builders.
some blueprints.
Yes. And if you find a build that you like over at Valheimians or something, you can use Jules' plan build mod to load up the blueprint so you can actually get in there yourself and take a close look at the build, like right up in your face. If the video doesn't give you enough ideas, you can actually walk around with a blueprint. But yeah, it's really, first off, mimic the ones you like, no matter what art form you want to do. Any art form you want to do, mimic. I remember when I was really young, a teenager, and I was really into illustrating, not so much these days, but I would just draw Marvel superhero characters right out of the comics. Just completely copy, not trace, but look at it and then draw it. Look at it and then draw it. Because that's where you learn the technique, the shading, the shape. And the same thing for building. If you want to be a great builder, check out some of the build competitions on my live stream. Oh my goodness, I couldn't not have come up with some of these ideas that the people on my servers come up with. It's pretty amazing.
But they learned as well looking at tutorials. Like, I'm not an amazing builder, but I like to build. And yeah, First Saw is like I'm a huge fan. But other builders as well, Smitty, as you said, just look at their tutorials and do what they did, and you, as Jiroc said, you will learn a lot.
Yeah, definitely. So what else we got, Dipstick?
We got, I believe it's Ty Schletcher. What car or truck do you drive?
And someone replied saying, Jiroc doesn't drive, he sails.
Yes, I sail my long ship to and from my house every day to the market and back. I do not use portals to go to the market. I like to do it the old-fashioned way. In real life, I am a big fan of saving my money to do vacations and home upgrades and things like that. So I never buy a new vehicle. I bought one once when I was very young. I bought a little pickup truck that was brand new, but never again, because you save so much money buying used. And I never buy from a dealer because the dealers mark up everything. So I always buy from private parties. Currently, I have a 2001 Yukon XL. It's my big SUV that I use for big trips, or if I got to load up something from the hardware store that's really big or whatever. We have a 2008 Audi A4, a nice little sports car sedan that, save a lot of money. We bought it used. And it's in great shape. I keep all my vehicles in pretty good shape, doing maintenance on them. And then actually, I just recently bought an Acura MDX 2014. It's in pristine condition, and I paid less than half of what it was off of the, if you buy it from a dealer. So I recommend buying used. That's my advice, because you can find some great deals and some great vehicles and save money to do things like, hey, maybe you need some money to fly out to a Valheim fan festival someday, if Gwen's going to get this going. What else we got, Dipstick?
All right. Another fun one. Clara asks, pineapple on a pizza, yes or no?
No.
Next.
No.
Yes.
Never.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You're all
Absolutely.
banned. You're all banned
Always.
from my server forever.
Good luck with it.
What's next, Dipstick?
From Mad Michael, I know this was covered in a podcast, but assuming Jiroc isn't your real name, how did you come up with the name Jiroc?
Good question. It is not my real name, but I did cover this on one of the podcasts, but I'm happy to tell it real quickly here. I used to write a lot of short stories, and I actually started a story that I thought was going to be a novel, but ended up putting it aside. But that story was about a Viking, who lived in a village, and his village was raided by another Viking tribe, and his wife was taken, and he decided to go. His shield maiden was taken, and he decided to venture out to try to rescue her. And his name was Jiroc Stravigson. That's the full name of Jiroc. I don't think I've ever told anybody that. Stravigson. But yeah, that was that story in my early 20s. So good grief, that was a long time ago. And yeah, when I was coming up with YouTube, so it's a character I've played in a lot of MMOs and games where if you have to name a character, I would oftentimes just call it Jiroc. And it's not Jiroc. I know it does look like Jiroc, but it is Jiroc. You could say Jirok. That would be fine too if you want to do the Scandinavian pronunciation. But yeah, Jiroc. And yeah, so it was a character I just played all the time. And when I decided to make a YouTube channel, I just thought, well, I'll call myself Jiroc for my YouTube channel. And then I remember thinking, well, they won't know I'm a Viking. So I'll put the Viking, so they'll know I'm a Viking. And it just by coincidence, I was always Jiroc the Viking, and then I found a Viking survival game. So I didn't make the name to fit the game. I found the game after I already had the YouTube channel. So
that's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Yeah. We have any other questions, Dipstick?
Yeah, we got one more for right now. This is from Björn. What is one of your best memories from all the time spent in Valheim?
Well, when I first played, I have a really big memory when I played with my two friends that I've known for more than 30 years. And then, you know, of course, having the server, there's so many good memories with the community. Like, I really feel like many of the people on our servers, like I spend, you know, more time with them than I do some of my friends in real life when it comes to just, you know, communicating either text or voice chat. So I feel really close to a lot of the people on our server, and I really treasure that and value that time and relationships that we've developed, and the times that, you know, running events or running around with them in game, those have all been amazing. But if I think about the one thing that stands out really well, and it's probably a similar experience to you guys, and it was the first time you experienced the planes. I mean, because you're running around the world and you can kind of deal with everything. But when you're in troll height and you run through the plains and you get zapped by that first mosquito.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
It looks so beautiful, but so deadly.
Yeah.
The mosquito is like, what? Because you see it arrive, you're like, oh, it's quite small. It can't be that, you know, deadly. And then you see the name. And, you know, the hint is in the name, and then you're like, oh, no.
Yeah, and so the story behind that was I hadn't been to the plains, but we found the marker for bone mass, and I hadn't had a chance to go over to look at it yet, but my friend Gloomshine did. And then I get this frantic text message from him saying, can you log on right now? I need help. And I thought, well, I'm in the middle of working. Sure, let me put down my video editing, because, you know, I was probably making Valheim videos at the time. And so I log on, and he says, you know, go through this portal. And I go through the portal, and then I see the plains out in front of me, and it looks like this very peaceful area. Except he had about 12 tombstones scattered all throughout it. Just outside the portal in the distance. And I looked out in the distance and I said, I'm not going out there. You know, what killed you? And then he told me about this little insect that's flying around. And so, yeah, we spent the better half of a day trying to recover all his tombstones from the Loxes and the Deathsquitos and the Fuelings. And that was just one of those super adventures that you can only have with your first experience with a game, right? So that's just like one of my biggest memories of the game. And I'm sure y'all have similar plains stories. But we're going to move on, and we got a face reveal. We're going to do our first face reveals for everybody. Let's see. We're going to start off with
Drum rolls.
Gorth. How you doing, Gorth?
Hello there. I'm good.
So this is Gorth. He's not even revealing his face in game. It's hidden under the mask, so you don't know what he looks like in the game. But you get
Not
to
even
see.
in the game.
Yeah, but we're gonna get to see what Gorth looks like in real life in 3, 2, 1. Hey, Gorth, how are you doing?
Hello, everyone.
Oh, look at Gorth with that handsome beard. I love it. Yeah.
I guess that it's not really style. It's just untamed. It's just wild.
Well, in a
like
bit we'll
you.
be able to compare it with Jiroc's beard, right? Can see who's got the best beard.
Well, and Valheim
no.
has like that kind of style of beard too. That slightly closer cropped, more in the middle beard too. Perfect. Can make a character that looks just like you.
And even the color is not that wrong.
Yeah, your beard is much darker than the hair on the top.
This is
Genetic.
so much fun. I had such a different face in mind. It's amazing.
Is that Bambi? Is that your first time seeing Gorth then?
Yeah, I have seen a picture of him and his son. An amazing, cute little picture he took when he was lost with his kid in the mountains and got back. So it wasn't at the perfect time that the picture they got back. Yeah,
What an
No, but
adventure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In real life, it looks different. Yeah, but so fun. So much fun.
No 2-star wolves to fight, though, Gorth?
No. Just
And
be the
then-
kiddo.
We're gonna do another face reveal right now. Digivaste, is he real or is he not?
It's a robot. I'm
We're-
betting on a robot.
Oh
he a
my god,
real
that would be
boy?
so funny if we were just faced with a robot.
Vaste, are you there with us?
I'm still here, yes.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna.
He sounds so shy.
I know.
I'm dying.
It sounds like
I'm
he's
dying now.
dreading it so much.
Yeah.
All right.
Even,
Well,
even the chat on YouTube is saying Vaste is a robot.
let's see what Vaste is doing over there in 3, 2, 1. Digivaste is a real boy.
Hey! He's real.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I know. Didn't you say you were gonna wear like a mask and sunglasses or something?
Yeah, I didn't want to do this, so
Oh, I'm so glad you did. Thank you, Vaste. I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
yeah, I have
You
to
look so
train
young as well.
I am. Yeah.
Vaste,
Sorry,
I
it's
noticed.
just-
I noticed you have a poster of guitars on the wall. Are you a fan of the guitar?
I try, but I'm really bad at playing the guitar. I like music and I like rock, so most of them are from rock stars.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Very cool. Well, let's see. We're going to go back to our wide view, and you get to see Gorth and Vaste. And we're not going to be able to see Morning Darkness today, I don't think, right, Morning, because of technical errors?
Yeah, so I was able to log into the program you were using, and it had my camera working, my face was working, and then something else wasn't quite working. So I exited out and came back in, and it wasn't working. And I've done all kinds of different things, but now it's not working on Discord or OBS or anything. So my camera is now officially totally broken between the first time I was able to get it to work and then now.
Aw. Well, yeah, maybe it'll take some more troubleshooting at another date. That's okay. And if you want to see Morning Darkness, you could see over on Twitch. She's there a lot, and she shows her face a lot over there.
A lot. Man, you make it sound like it's a bad thing.
No, it's awesome.
I don't even play with my camera on. Like I play with an avatar and I just hop over and chat with people sometimes.
Oh, you should. Your expressions are so great. People need to see that when you're talking and laughing. That's like that just like totally grabs at my heart when I'm watching someone stream. I love to see their real reactions to what's going on.
And your face is just as sweet as your voice, so yeah.
Oh my god, you guys, I'm blushing so hard right now.
I have to read out the stuff that people are posting on YouTube. So Dipstick is saying it's nice to put a face to the Viking that always is killing me. I think he mentioned it's Basti.
Oh, no.
and then Glaive is like, that sweet face is also ours. Because Basti is known to like just be, you know, quite brutal in his admin events.
Same with Gorth, by the way.
Yeah.
Both of them.
I make it very fair, the last one, so they can say anything about me in brutal. I give them the space to kill the things.
Okay, fair enough. And you did help us with our mountain slide that didn't go so well the other
Oh my god,
day,
that was amazing.
Yeah, I catapult both of you to death.
Yeah. Well, I didn't die. Jules did, but I didn't.
A true gentleman. A true gentleman. I recognize it right away.
Ooh, what is that? A doggy in the background? Oh, Gorth,
Yeah.
you got a little puppy.
Oh,
So cute.
Hobbit. That's his name.
What's his name?
A hobbit?
Oh,
I love it. Of course. I love it.
It's
Didn't
awesome.
let me name him Sauron, so it had to be just Hobbit. It didn't let me name my kid Sauron either way, so I tried, but they said no. They said
Why?
No.
I don't understand.
Reasons I don't understand myself either.
okay. Well, we have a few questions. You guys have a few questions for me. I think Morning Darkness, you want to start?
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on.
No. Yeah, apparently this stream is going to go longer than we thought today. So if you want to
Yeah,
stick
we were
around,
like, oh yeah, we'll try to do two and a half hours. It's like 2 hours in, and we're still.
hey, we're having
Only-
fun though.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
What else you?
All right. So, Jiroc, I know you mentioned earlier that you and I live near each other. Why don't you share with people where you and I are both from? What part of the world?
We're in California, and we are in the San Francisco Bay Area, about 40 minutes east of San Francisco. And we live in the exact same city, just by chance.
And our city population is like under 500,000, so it's even smaller than that by a lot. But I'm not being specific for a reason.
Yeah.
All right. And then you mentioned before that you're a filmmaker, but did you do something before that after you finished high school? What can you tell us about it? I know we've mentioned Disneyland, but I don't think that was your path.
Well, yeah, during in high school between my junior and senior year in the summer, I got a job at Disneyland. But yeah, when I was in high school, so my senior year in high school was a little tough in that I was without a home, believe it or not. My parents were, it was a very chaotic situation. Everything's good now, so don't worry about me. I'm fine. But it was chaotic back then, and so I moved out on my own, and I basically finished high school on my own, living with friends and bouncing around from here to there. And then about a year after that, the same thing. And to get out of that, because I wanted to have some kind of a future and not live on the streets of Los Angeles. Since I grew up in LA County, you can imagine if you've seen some movies about LA and how hard it can get. Yeah, it's true. And I witnessed a lot of people in that predicament, and I didn't want to get caught up in that. So I joined the U.S. Navy to get out of my town, get away from it all. And once I did that, I met my wife while I was in the military and worked hard. I became, so I went into the branch of the Navy where I became a nuclear power plant operator. I did 2 years of schooling to learn nuclear physics and mechanics and chemistry for the nuclear power plant and all this stuff, and operated a power plant on an aircraft carrier, the USS Abraham Lincoln, CVN 72. I did that for 6 years, and it basically, because I met my wife, I disassociated myself with all the past for the most part, except my 2 friends that I was gaming with up to this day. And yeah, that put my life on track to where I would get out of the military, go to college for filmmaking. I thought I was going to be an engineer, but fell in love with filmmaking because, I didn't want to be wealthy. I just wanted to do what I loved.
That's big change.
Yeah. So from nuclear power to filmmaking, went to college there. And then, that was the early years of Jiroc.
That's awesome.
And how long has it been since you've been a filmmaker?
1998 was when I first entered film school. And then the very next year, so my second year in film school, I started producing and directing pretty big projects while attending school for big computer companies in the Bay Area. Having been, in the military for 6 years, nuclear power plant operator, I was maybe a little bit more mature and prepared to work than some of my fellow classmates. But 1 year into school, I already started working as a filmmaker.
And want to drop any project names that you participated in during that time?
Oh, well, I mean, I've produced and directed tons of commercials, mostly like tech companies and website companies, during the internet bubble. Corporate work, which is mostly, marketing and training videos in-house for big corporations. It pays really, really well, by the way, so I don't have to take the lower paying work. And I've actually made a feature film, a little tiny low budget independent film, which I'm not prepared to announce at the moment because, of course, my name's attached to it. Sure. I've shot just about every. There's probably no type of film or video project that you could mention that I have not done, except for adult videos. Of course, I haven't done adult videos, and actually some filmmakers have gone into that arena that I know of because it pays pretty well. No, I don't never say never, but every other type of film or video project you can imagine. The biggest project that you would know that I've actually worked on, I was obviously not the director or producer of. I just helped out with some practical special effects shooting up here in the Bay Area, but it was Transformers 4. Ooh, so nice. When you're watching the Transformers, I think they're in Chinatown, and they're like fighting and climbing up buildings. We did a lot of effects for stuff falling and breaking off of those buildings. And that was pretty fun to see a big production like that because, I mostly worked on smaller projects myself over the years. But, yeah, that's the biggest, like, Hollywood. And I don't live down in the L.A. area or in New York, so I don't see those big Hollywood projects very much. But that was a big one that came here, and that's a big one I worked on.
And would you recognize any of the film projects you worked on?
Well, just the Transformers 4, the one that I worked on, but nothing that I've produced or directed. You probably wouldn't
have access to.
Yeah, you wouldn't really know.
Yeah, because that's a question from Carolus. Would we recognize any of the film projects you've worked on?
Yeah, no, not my. Oh, you know what? There's 333 film projects that I did on YouTube that you can go and watch right now on the YouTube channel called Jiroc the Viking.
Don't forget to drop a comment as well.
Smooth.
It helps with the algorithm.
Actually, I think it's 334 now after that last update with the new spiral staircase. You guys see that? Doesn't that look awesome?
Oh, that looks like a ballet to me.
Yeah.
Like a what?
A ballet. A big roots.
Okay.
don't, don't let me try to do these names. I'm not gonna get it. Yeah.
So
let's
Vaste,
change it.
do you have a question
Yeah.
for me?
We need to go to your favorite games before Valheim because your channel is about Valheim mostly. So, what else was there before that?
Yeah, so before Valheim, there are certain games that really stand out in my gaming history. You know, I've played a lot, and I'm not going to mention all of them. But for me, I started off on Atari 2600, and there's a game called Adventure. And actually, I think I have something to show you guys right there.
Ooh.
So I pulled up just a YouTube search, a Google search, and if anybody's ever played Atari 2600 and is familiar with this game, especially this right here, this castle and this little dragon creature, you'd run around in a maze that kind of looked like this, and you would find clues and keys and to unlock these gates. And you know, all that I had was this blocky structures and these little goofy mazes. But in my mind, this was, you know, more vivid than a movie. Because I played out all the scenes in here like a movie in my head to what this could be when graphics could finally reach up. So that was super amazing for me. And then I moved on to The Legend of Zelda. I'm sure some of you played or are familiar with the original Nintendo Legend of Zelda. The graphics got a little bit better.
Best.
But it was
The
basically,
best
yeah. And it was basically adventure with better graphics and a few better mechanics. But yeah, this is like a look at the whole map here. But yeah, this was the next game that I fell in love with. These games that were like more fantasy and storytelling. And even if they didn't have as much story in them, I would create it in my head. And then the next was this Dungeons and Dragons Pool of Radiance, because I started playing Dungeons and Dragons as a teenager, and you would get to play 4 to 6 characters, and it was turn-based, and you would cast spells and do different attacks against your enemies. And oh man, I was just playing out all those awesome Dungeons and Dragons campaigns in my head. And then Daggerfall changed everything. The Elder Scrolls. I'm sure you guys are familiar with the Elder Scrolls, but Daggerfall was the most amazing. It was the first time I got to play first person in a role-playing game. Did anybody else play this game?
Nope.
No?
No.
I can honestly say for the first time, it's before my time.
Well,
I tried to, but my computer didn't hold up.
Oh.
and I played
was
DOS
slow.
games. I did play DOS games, yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm with you, Jiroc. I played it.
yeah. Yeah, right on. Yeah, it was so amazing. You could actually climb any wall or building. So whenever you got in, you could fight the guards, you could run up and punch them, and then you just climb up on top of a building and look down at them and laugh.
It was so wildly immersive and better than anything else up until that time. It was like game changing, literally.
Yeah. My friend and I, Gloomshine, we both played this. Must have been almost 24 hours straight. The first time we got the game, it was just absolutely amazing. It's hard to explain unless you lived back then and played some of those previous games I just showed you, and then all of a sudden this shows up. Was pretty amazing. And then I played Ultima 3 and 4, which were just like top-down games. But then eventually Ultima Online came out. It was the first time ever in the history of gaming that you get to play in a full open world with graphics and with other players. And it's this top-down isometric view. And oh, look at that picture with all these. Let's see, can I make that bigger? With these people you'd gather up, and oh my goodness, and you'd fight each other, and there's PvP, and you could have pet dragons, and oh, it was amazing. And this game is still running to today. I've tried
It's
it.
free in Steam, so anyone can try it.
Yeah, I've
was
tried
a phone
it.
bill killer.
What's that, Jules?
Well, it was a phone bill killer. back then when you had to pay for the hours.
Yes.
Getting
Oh
online.
yeah. Yeah, I remember we had the dial up. It was like a 14.4 modem and then 28K modem. And then if you had the 56K modem, you were, everybody was like, he's the big guy on the block.
My parents did it 1 month with me going online back then, and then they killed the contract. They said it's too heavy, it's too much.
They were charging more for that back then. And then it went to Star Wars Galaxies, where again you're like first person or over the shoulder, and of course playing in the Star Wars universe. Absolutely amazing. This game took up so much of my time. Funny enough, what I did in this is you have professions, and I became what do they call it? Oh, I forget the title, but it was basically the class where you can make all the furniture. I was like, that was my big. I had the corner industry, tapped on all the furniture in the game to decorate your house, so everybody would come to my shop. And I didn't really plan to stay in that profession, but it became so popular, and everybody knew me as the furniture guy in Star Wars. So, I played that for a long time until I unlocked my Jedi. You had to master multiple professions. There was like 26 professions, and when you mastered just the right one, it would unlock your Jedi. And I think right halfway through on my 13th profession, I unlocked my Jedi, and then I went around and fought Rancors and stuff to level my Jedi. Super fun times. And then the game that I first met my European friends, I still have a couple of friends in Europe that I talk to even today, was Neocron, one of the best, amazing little games out of Germany. It's a cyberpunk MMO. Most people have not heard of this game, but it is absolutely one of the best game mechanics that I've ever played. I wish more games would borrow some of the game mechanics from this game. Specifically, you could find materials with different quality, just like in Star Wars Galaxies. When you harvest resources, they would have different quality. So it wasn't just iron. It would be a different quality of iron. And then you could make a better weapon or tool or whatever from that. So your tool or weapon would be slightly better than somebody else's just because you found a deposit that was slightly higher quality. And I wish more games would use that mechanic, because then it would actually create more of an economy on the servers. If you create an iron sword and somebody else creates an iron sword, who's going to sell their iron sword? They're basically the same. But if you could find resources that were slightly better quality, that would change it. Then there were, a few other game MMOs, World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, things like that. 7 Days to Die was really my baby before I played that most. And then Conan Exiles I played quite a bit. But then I found a space game, and I still have one video from before I started my Valheim videos on my channel. It was some problem-solving thing where a quest got broke, so I did a how to fix it. It's one of my first videos on my YouTube channel. It is still up, and it's this amazing space survival game. I think it's better than No Man's Sky or any other survival game out there. I've tried most of them, but Empyrean Galactic Survival. And they've done a bunch of updates since I've been doing Valheim, and I haven't had a chance to test them because I'm so busy, but I so want to. So if you're ever interested in a space survival game, I highly recommend you check it out. It's pretty amazing. So that said, we're going to go on to round 2 of our trivia. Everybody in chat,
Trivia.
if you jump into the text chat.
Are we going back to our trivia set?
Yeah, yes. Trivia round 2.
Our game show set.
Oh yeah, let me bring that up here in the background. Whoop. Oh, there we go. Back in it. Trivia round 2. Okay, YouTube, get ready to type your answers out. And
yeah, we have to remind people that if you're not already playing on our servers and you're the first person to answer on the chat with the correct answer, you will get to play for a month on Jiroc servers for free without having to sign up for Patreon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
Okay. Our first question will be question 4 of the trivia. Get ready to type. This is going to be an easy one, I'm guessing, for people. What is the name of Jiroc's Valheim podcast? Who knows the name of Jiroc's Valheim podcast and can type it before everybody else? Let's see. While we're waiting for YouTube to catch up with the answers, I'm going to sneak on over here. And, Morning Darkness, quick on the keyboard today. Good job, Morning Darkness. So let's see in the YouTube stream who answered it first.
It's Sky. I think.
It's Siversen.
Yeah, Kai Severson. I think that's a
that's
member of our
Ironbeard.
server. Yeah.
Yes.
Ironbeard? Oh, nice.
Congratulations. And let's see, Morning Darkness with Podheim is the correct answer. Morning, you know the podcast you're on. Good job.
Yay!
Let's see here. Oh, and I forgot to record the score for the Gollum question. That was Gwen, right? That got that answer first?
Yes. I got the most specific answer.
Yeah, most specific one. Yep. Okay, next question. Get ready to type up your answers.
By the way, your game screen seems frozen.
Oh yeah, I got the menu open. There we go.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. Okay, question 5. And it's not... okay, so let me just read it. What was my favorite survival game before I discovered Valheim? It was not Empyrean. I did mention it right before Empyrean. But it is the one I spent the most time on it. And I'll give you a hint. It had... Draugr-like creatures running around chasing me all the time. What was Jiroc's favorite survival game before discovering Valheim? Oh, and looking at YouTube chat, Neo Alpha with 7 Days to Die. Good job, Neo. Someone's paying attention.
Someone said Candy Crush. Ironbeard said Candy Crush.
Someone said World of Warcraft, which I don't think is a survival game. But...
No, that's an MMO, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jiroc, I'm certain you're cheating. I know it's Minecraft.
Minecraft is high up on the list, but 7 Days to Die definitely beats it.
No, you're cheating.
Morning
Jiroc
Darkness.
is cheating. Wow, Bambi.
Well, we have to give it to Morning Darkness because she guessed 7 Days to Die. Good job, Morning.
And I even typed it out. Everyone else is all 7DTD. And I'm like,
Yeah, the acronym would suffice. I know what you mean, but yes, you did type it out. Good job.
I always 1 second behind because of the lag. This is...
I have old man fingers.
You're behind Bambi too, though, with the wrong answer of Minecraft.
Okay,
right answer. You just don't know it.
Okay, here's one. You might get the answer within the first few words if you are familiar with the podcast.
There you go.
I used to play an instrument in grade school, but I had to stop playing it because of financial hardships as a child. It was only recently, more than 30 years later, that I finally bought myself one of these that I couldn't afford when I was in grade school. What musical instrument is it that I used to play and just bought myself one a few months back? Who remembers that podcast episode? Morning Darkness, you're stealing all the answers.
I am not stealing. I'm paying attention.
You're paying very good attention and stealing the correct answer. Yes, good job, Morning Darkness. Before I announce the answer, let me just look over at the stream. Let's see who got that first. Is it Jarl Axel?
It is.
Jarl Axel, good job. Jarl Axel Gaming with Trumpet. Somebody's been listening to the podcast. Good job.
I think generous and I deserve extra points for creativity.
No, you're just remembering what instrument I play, Bambi.
Yeah, I mean, Baste wins the creativity. He says saxophone.
Yeah, not saxophone.
Saxophone.
If you don't know that meme, you are losing it so much.
Oh, that's funny. Well, good job, Jarl Axel. Hope to see you on our servers if you're interested.
I think Jarl Axel is
Already
already
on
on
our
our server.
Oh,
as
who
well.
is Jarl Axel? Oh, yeah, Jarl Axel is on our server.
Jarl Axel, yeah.
Why did I think Jarl Axel Gaming? Oh, I was thinking is some big YouTuber I gotta go check out. Go subscribe to Jarl Axel Gaming channel, everybody, right now. Subscribe, boost his channel so when he streams his awesome play on our servers, you can check out all the fun stuff going on. All right, let's see. Where are we at on our script? Got the trivia
face
done.
reveal.
All right. So we're gonna do another face reveal here.
Face reveal.
Face reveal. Face reveal. All right.
Ooh.
Yes, that is the one who's next. Gwen.
Oh, yes.
Everybody gets to see the face behind the voice, behind the admin, behind the awesome community member. Gwen, are
Stop
you
it.
ready?
You're making me blush.
Queen Squeedo herself.
Queen Squeedo is her
Squeedo.
title on our server. I should have put that at the bottom, Queen Squeedo instead. All right, we're going to see Gwen here in 3, 2, 1. Hello, Gwen. Oh, no.
Hello.
I told you made me blush.
Gosh, you look so pretty.
Oh, stop it, Bambi. Stop it.
No, you really are.
And even though your stream is a little pixelated right now because you're so far away, can you show us that awesome t-shirt you're wearing?
Yes, I am
Yes.
wearing the one and only, the
Woo,
10K.
10K. Whoop, whoop.
Yes. Woo.
Awesome. 10K subscriber shirt. Yeah, I have a new design up. One's got that design. It says Jiroc the Viking underneath. And the other one, you can celebrate the 10K milestone with us. I'll probably take that down, actually, in about in a few
Ooh,
weeks.
was it an exclusive?
It's coming down in a few weeks, yep. So if you want to
Everyone
celebrate...
Go buy it now. This is an exclusive.
Yeah.
Wow, Gwen is selling it. Amazing.
Well, yeah, if we can ever get together at a gaming convention or a Viking festival or a Valheim fan festival, yeah, you could show off your 10K celebration shirt because that's going away soon. So check that out. And Gwen, you have any questions for me?
I do. So I'm really curious because I know you've been a film director for a very long time and you started doing YouTube videos just kind of for fun, right? But what tipped you over the edge in your decision to do YouTube and Valheim content creation full time? When did you decide that you wanted to do this as your main thing?
I actually have to thank the coronavirus for this. It was the pandemic that did it for me. I would do a lot of corporate videos, commercials, things like that. And when the pandemic hit, nobody wanted to get together. We couldn't go into anybody's office or locations. We couldn't do any film shoots. Everything was shut down. So I spent a lot of time gaming. I got lots of hours of gaming in. And then eventually, I think it was 7 Days to Die, I started doing a couple of playthrough videos, which are not available at the moment. And then I started playing that space survival game, Empyrean. And I found that I had this one problem where the quest wouldn't work. So I Google searched, how do I fix it? How do I make this quest work? And I realized there were no other videos out on it, so I made a video on it. And it was so much fun making that video that I made another video. It was like, I made this little spaceship in the game, and I did like a whole like premiere video for the spaceship. Like this little movie trailer for this spaceship. You should check it out. It's kind of fun. It's all scripted, just music and everything. It's got a little bit of a Star Wars theme. And then I thought I was going to do more videos, but they got like almost no hits, no views. And I thought, well, I guess people don't want to watch anything on my channel.
It was just not the right game.
Not the right niche.
Yeah, and then, you know, when I found Valheim, I just started playing Valheim. I went back to it, you know, pandemic, no work, played with my friends. And I just found this one little thing where when you, because the cursor is offset on the keyboard there, you know, your character is off to the left a little bit. So when you look over to your left, you can extend a bridge or any platform by looking over your left shoulder, and you can reach the edge to place a piece. And when you do it on the right, you fall off.
I actually went and watched that video after you recently mentioned it, and I have been sharing that tip all over the place on Twitch. So
yeah, I've never seen anybody show that.
Giving the example. Yeah, no, it's great. I actually went back. I hadn't seen that one, and I was like, oh, ooh.
Yeah, that was...
Bambi was making fun of you.
Yes, Bambi was making fun of you. So what is your advice for other content creators just starting on their journey? So where you have that, you know, imposter syndrome feeling, or, you know, whatever it is that holds you back. What's your advice?
It's really find something that you love to do, and then, you know, any hobby or, you know, gaming or whatever it is that you love, you have to love it, because you're not going to make money overnight or get sponsors or any of these things. So it has to be something that you just love to do. Find that thing. I tried several YouTube channels. I did like a little product review channel, and I kind of found myself hating the niche. I did a movie review channel. Actually, I did it with Gloomshine, and I hated bad-mouthing my own industry because I know intimately why things don't seem very good. And so I just hated it. I just did not like it. It put me in a sour mood, you know, because of course I was like, well, they won't let me make my films, and I think I get it. Like, I can't get, you know, these multi-million-dollar projects made, but, you know, through, you know, nepotism or knowing somebody who knows somebody with money, they could get these terrible TV shows and movies made. It just made me kind of bitter, and I didn't want to badmouth them. And so, yeah, if you want to do content, you first have to find something that you love and will do. Then just do it consistently. And don't go too complicated. If you do something too complicated where you think I need great music and all this editing, it's just going to be overload, and you're going to find that it's tedious or whatever. Find something you love. Keep the shooting simple. Put it up on your channel. Even if it's just a live stream with no editing, record it on your phone or screen captured from your computer. Start there. Start to get a couple of people. You get 10 views, think of that as a big deal. 10 people found your video and watched it. And oh my goodness, it's so rewarding and heartfelt when you can find even one person to watch your video, that somebody cared enough to watch and comment your video. It's so amazing. If I get one view and one comment, my heart's fulfilled. And that more people want to watch it, that just comes with time and consistency. And if you love it, they'll feel it too, and they'll love it, and they'll love you for it.
Absolutely. And I have to say, I'm really enjoying streaming. I never thought that I would do streaming or videos or anything that. You kind of encourage me to do that. And I think Morning Darkness as well, right? Like, we both kind of fell into it or were encouraged by Jiroc and by the community. And it's so fun. And I'm sure it's the same with you, Morning, but the streaming, the interaction that you have with people, even if it's just a handful of people watching, and the fact that people keep coming back as well, you start recognizing the same names, and they remember what you did, you remember what you chatted about, and it's just a really nice kind of way to build up a community. And yeah, I'm really enjoying that. I didn't expect at all to have that. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I had a day yesterday, and streaming, I felt better after it. So I have to agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you all do such amazing streams that it's amazing to look at and so much fun to enjoy as well.
Yeah, even watching Morning Darkness and Gwen and a few other people, their streams and their content, hearing in their voice, like I know how much work goes in behind the scenes, so I'm already, I have tons of admiration for them because I know how much work goes into it, and most people don't understand until you start doing it. But when I hear in their voice how much that they enjoy it, their content, it even makes me, want to enjoy watching them even more. And I think they're going to do very well if they keep at it, and I hope they do because I even love watching it. I love to consume content too.
By the way, Jiroc, I don't know if it's too much, but I did send you a picture in case you want to do like a soft face reveal.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because we need to now. The picture doesn't look complete without you.
Well, also he mentioned the shirt, and I have the shirt too, and I really wanted to share that.
Yes, send a picture, send a selfie with your shirt so that we can. So that the top row can all be wearing the t-shirt.
Yay!
Well, what's next on the agenda, Gwen? Can you look at that while I'm pulling up the picture?
Yes, I have a question for you.
Okay.
When did you start growing your beard? And is it as beautiful as Bjorn's?
Well, I haven't seen Bjorn's, but I have to use my imagination. But I do get quite a few compliments on it, so as much work as I put into it, because I used to just jump in the shower and jump out, 5 minutes done, good to go, run out the house, get in my car. But nope, got to shampoo it, dry it, blow dry it, brush it, shape it. So yeah, now it takes some time. I can't just jump in and out of the shower and be on my way.
Is that true? Is that much maintenance to have a long beard?
If you want to have it proper and like this, yeah.
Yeah, it takes work.
It's maintenance.
And it's a wild beard.
Yeah, this is just overgrown.
All right, so there's MD. Let's see if I can pull up her still image here real quick. You see her avatar right now, is that correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, let's see here. Where did that thing save? Let's do this again. Save image. I thought it went to the
I just
right
had to make it hard on you. I'm sorry, Jiroc.
No, it's fine. Let's see. Oh, that's what I did. All right, let's try that. I think. Oh, we see really
eyes.
big MD. Look at that smile.
Okay, we got sections.
Yeah.
We gotta scale this down so we can see her and her beautiful shirt. Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
Woohoo!
There we go. Yeah, we couldn't miss that smile on our little lineup.
Look at that. MD in the house. And she got her shirt on. Yeah, look at that. Look at that amazing shirt. Nice. Give him the business, MD. All right, let's see if I got this. There we go.
There we go. We're matching. We're twins.
Yeah, twinsies. Well, speaking of matching, it's about that time.
Is it the moment we've all been waiting for 3 hours?
Only 2.5. He started a little late. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Well, so of course you can see my avatar there. That's the one without the business logo. The business logo you've seen is that image. Friend of mine, named Josep Blas, amazing comic book artist, did this for me. Hey, he also goes by Lewis. What's up, my friend, if you're watching this. But yeah, he drew this for me. I might have to ask him to do some more in the future here. But he modeled it after me. I grew my beard out. This is the second time I've grown it out. I grew it out right before the pandemic, and then because of the pandemic and the masking, it was really annoying. So I shaved it off, and I kind of regret it because I wish I had all that length to still, add to this and put it in braids and wrap it around my neck. But I have grown it back out, and now this is what I look like. Hey, everybody!
Hey.
How you doing out there in the web zones?
Hey, Jiroc!
10K, baby, 10K!
Amazing!
Oh my gosh, that hat.
And the sunglasses, that's cheating, guys, right? We didn't have sunglasses and masks.
Face
Cheating.
face revealed.
We
Face
don't
revealed.
see his eyes. We don't see your eyes.
It is a great beard, though.
You want to peek? There you can see one of my baby blues peeking through there.
You're teasing.
Hey, that's all you get. You gotta stick around.
No.
In the future, you might see more if you hang around.
If you want a true picture from me as well, we need to see your eyes now.
Oh.
This is a trade offer.
Yeah.
Look at all of us.
Look at us with all
Full
matching
face
t-shirts.
reveal. Yeah, look at that.
Aww. Yeah.
Yeah. Tons of fun. So hopefully you'll see us in the podcast from now on like this. Maybe even starting this week's podcast.
Oh, no.
Yeah. MD got to see if she can get her camera working.
Yeah, not only me as well. I don't have a cam.
Oh, yeah. We'd love to have you. Because check this out. I have. Oh, yeah. Look, there's a spot for Bambi right there.
There you go. Bambi, you're next.
It's called guest? Come on. It's called guest?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Somebody may jump in. I have to be ready for them.
Yeah, you're only official when you reveal your face. So if you want your name on there, you'll have to.
Oh my god!
Imagine that, Bambi. That could be you. Oh my goodness, how awesome will that be?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Really different to see everyone's face.
Okay, so I have a little show and tell. So as you can see, I have all these movie posters on my wall. I have all kinds of stuff. I'm big into decorating with the things that I enjoy. Let's see, where should I start? Oh my goodness. Okay, so first show and tell. Let's start with the movie posters. I know they're far away, but who can identify this one right here? Anybody? You get a spot on my server if you can identify that poster.
Oh.
Anybody in the YouTube chat? This is an unofficial trivia question right here. This one. This is a science fiction movie. Let's see if anybody can figure this one out. Yeah, no, it's not Saw. But it is an awesome science fiction movie. I know a lot of people haven't seen it. It is called, not Elysium. Nope. It is Pandorum. Anybody seen the movie Pandorum?
Yes.
Such a fun science fiction movie. Okay, right next to it, right there. Oh, here, let me make my, there you go. I see it. I got this.
That's Starman?
Hi, Gwen.
Hi. What was that?
I zoomed into you. I meant
Wrong
to zoom
key.
into me. Oh, there you go. Oh, you can see the titles. Oh, no. Don't look at that one right there. This one right here. Who can identify this one? You can win a spot on my server if you can identify this one. One of my favorite, weirdest science fiction movies of all time right there. Right there. Let's see.
Alien?
It stars Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman. Anybody? Before
Is it the one with the shimmer?
Yes. Do you know the name?
Annihilation.
Annihilation is the answer. Yes. I didn't see any correct answers in YouTube. So, yep. Okay. Next to it's going to be a little harder to identify because you only get part of it. And actually, this was one of the posters that faded. So sad. I'm going to have to replace it.
I know that one, I think.
Who knows this one? It stars Emily Blunt.
Oh.
And
no, I'm not sure actually.
Josh Brolin and some others. An amazing, amazing movie. One of my favorite, like, modern day films. You know, that
Inception?
aren't like genre specific or anything. It's a crime film. It takes place in Southern California.
No Country for Old Men.
It is Sicario. Not the second part. The first movie. The second one's not very good. The first one is one of the most amazing movies ever made. Check that out if you haven't seen it. Sicario. This one right here. Come on.
I know it.
Who can identify this one? I mean, the title is right
the one with,
here.
With the aliens that talk
Arrival.
through ink.
Yes. Yes, that one is Arrival. This one, well, you can see it says right there what the name of this movie
Watchmen.
is.
Watchmen.
Yep.
That's
And no one can actually see that, Jiroc.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably when
can
it's actually
see it without
streaming.
problem.
Let's see.
Game
I
of
have to
Thrones.
move my finger backwards. That should be pretty easy. I mean, come on. What is that?
Star Wars?
Yep, Star Wars, the original Star Wars. And that is... Who is that in that
Game of
picture? Anybody
Thrones.
know? That is
That's
Tyrion. Tyrion standing on the
One of
front
the last-
of a ship and a dragon flying.
Why
And
is
then
it the
up-
seventh season?
Up here where you can't see, this poster right here is really faded, unfortunately.
That one is impossible.
Yeah, but that one is Interstellar. I love that movie, Interstellar.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
That's right.
Oh, I've seen it
The
so
one
many
that
times.
Hans Zimmer fell asleep on top of the organ.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Yeah, and then this is the best Halloween movie ever made. You can see there's a jack-o'-lantern right there, but yeah, you can't see the rest of the poster, unfortunately. But that movie is Trick or Treat. Not O-R, just the letter R. Trick or Treat.
Okay.
The best little anthology Halloween movie. I watch it every Halloween. It is amazing. So much fun. So awesome. Someday I'll show you. Well, you can look it up. You can look up those two posters to see what they look like. So that's a little bit of show and tell there. Let's start. Gwen, or whoever built the studio. Yeah, see my buddy right here? Come to the dark side. Giving you, yep,
We
it's
have
my buddy.
cookies.
Yes. Yes.
He actually lives right behind that monitor. He's so tall, he stands up over the monitor with his arm outstretched like he's trying to choke me, looking at me whenever I sit down in front of my computer. Darth Vader. Yeah, it's funny. People know I like Star Wars, so they buy me a lot of Star Wars stuff for gifts. But I actually was walking my dogs one day, and my neighbor had this and a giant Superman the same size out in front of their yard with a little sign saying free and a couple other things. And I said, I want that. And they said, take them. So I gave the Superman to one of my friends who has a kid who loves Superman, but I kept Darth Vader for myself.
That's so generous and sweet.
Yeah. So that's awesome. Let's see. I've got this hand-knitted Baby Yoda that a friend made for me because I knew that we really loved Baby Yoda. Even though the Mandalorian show is not that great, but Baby Yoda is pretty great on it.
Grogu!
Grogu!
We might have to do a Grogu stream with our Grogu stuffies.
And then, of course, I have the little tiny action figure Grogu. And
That is a tiny Grogu.
I have something that, mainly because my wife wanted it. So we have... If you've seen this teaser video on my channel where I did my original face reveal, you've seen My baby. Hi, baby Yoda.
Oh, look at this rosy cheek.
Oh, baby. He's celebrating 10K with me. Aw.
He doesn't look so happy though. How do you get him to smile?
Well, if you're looking
Wait, is it
down
the
on
animatronics one? Does it actually move?
No, this is the one they modeled exactly after the model of Baby Yoda. He's even got the little. Let's see on this side. He's got the little sphere thing that he took off the control dial.
Oh my gosh!
From the
That's
ship.
Amazing.
But there he is. So if you're looking down on him, he looks a little happier. But if you're kind of looking up, it starts to turn into a frown. Oh, he's not so happy, Baby Yoda. So yeah, there's he was quite expensive, but totally worth it, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Quite cute.
Hey everybody, subscribe to Jiroc. Subscribe, you will. If he talks like Yoda.
Be sure to like this stream. Put that thumbs up, you guys. This is there's 72 in the chat right now, and only 23 people. Wait, no, that might not have refreshed.
No. It's 76. It's a good ratio, actually. Dipstick
nice.
is keeping us, yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for liking the video. In my podcast, I talked about one of the very first stuffed animals I got for my wife. It started her crazy Beanie Baby obsession until she had so many that she couldn't take it anymore and got rid of all of them. But she kept one, the original one that I got her. And it's also the same animal as my childhood stuffed animal that I won. Was a little owl at that, when I mentioned in the podcast that I won at an event. So owls were my thing when I was really little, and I got this one for her, and she kept it because she knew my affinity for owls. So, yep. Aww. No amount of money could buy this.
So cute.
Hey, everybody. All right, let's see what else I got here. Oh, so I have a bunch of drinks. Let me show you my my weirwood tree drink. Nice. From Game of Thrones. It's empty. Yeah. I drank all the whiskey during the podcast. That's why I had to use the restroom. And then I had some coffee with a little Irish cream in there. That's my dragon egg cup.
Nice.
Very cool.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. And let's see what else I got. Well, of course, what Viking doesn't have a proper drinking cup? Yep. Got to get yourself.
Oh yeah, I have to show you mine. Well, I have the one I use, and then the one that I can't use because it's leaking.
Oh no!
Yeah. Yeah, I've got my drinking horn that I love.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want a good drinking horn, you get one of this style. You can get the one with the long horn. You get little holders for them. You can get belt weight holder or table holder. You know, Grimfrost. Jiroc, the Viking.com/Grimfrost. Let's see what. Oh, so I got a bunch of little things here. Anybody know what this is? Anybody know
War cube?
This is
a Minecraft looking thing.
It is a Minecraft looking thing. Who can tell me what this is?
It's diamonds. Diamonds.
It is. It's a diamond block. And I didn't replace the batteries on it. Let's see, I don't think it. Yeah, I didn't replace the batteries, but it does light up when you touch it. But this is a diamond block. One of the most prestigious blocks in all of Valheim you can find. Ooh,
in
diamond.
Valheim or Minecraft?
I mean, yeah, well, it would be great if they had it in Valheim. Yes, Minecraft. Let's see what else we got. Of course, you know, what Minecraft fan doesn't have a collection of Minecraft animals, you know? And stuff. And stuff. Or, you know, for the mountain wolves. Mountain wolves. Oh, mountain wolves.
Vaste, that's your favorite. The sound.
We've got little Minecraft piggies and chickens, bok and stuff.
They're so cute.
And the little what did they call this? An ocelot? I think they called it an ocelot in the game. But yeah.
I now know what I'm getting you for Christmas, Jiroc.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting you a crocheted Locks plushie, or I might make one for you.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Yes, I so want Valheim merch. Like, there's no real official merch except that one woman on Etsy who makes the stuffed animals, because I think Iron Gate has approved that. But yes, I want all that stuff on Etsy. I just haven't picked them up yet. But because they're taking so long to come out with stuff, I might just have to pick up some pirated merch. And of course,
or I can just make you something. Then it's not pirated and it's not sales.
Yes, exactly. That would be awesome. Baby Groot. I am Groot. Of course.
So, Jiroc, my office is the same. It's got a lot of like nerdy stuff in it and posters and things. Do you sometimes feel like people walking into your room might think you have a kid? You have like a teenage boy? Because I always feel super conscious about that. I'm like, I think people must think that I have a hidden child somewhere.
They're very nice about the conversations they have in front of me, but I can imagine the conversations they have behind my back. But yeah, I have lots of Star Wars figures. This one here is an original R2-D2 from way back in the 70s. And this is a newer version of R2-D2. And I have lots of original and newer Star Wars figures. I'll show you just a couple of them here. Just a couple of my favorites. You know, you've got original Boba Fett and new Boba Fett, where he's all stylish and posed, but I still like older Boba Fett better. Somebody knew that I just have lots of action figures, so I guess they thought this would be funny. I don't really understand this one, but maybe one of you can explain it to me.
What is this?
I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but
Vasha, you must know.
I know that. Where was it?
I mean, I don't know. This must reference
like
something.
a living
but
encyclopedia for memes. Vaste knows all the memes.
I just thought it was
this one to us.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, so I kept it.
I know this one. Fuck.
And of course,
I need to look it up.
You know, when somebody tells you something that you should do, you just look them in the eye and you lean in real close and you say, "I do what I want."
Respect my authority.
And what collection would be complete without, you know, a little bit of magic?
Ooh.
A little bit of Gandalf?
Yes, Gandalf.
Dumbledore.
Yes.
Yeah, I was waiting
Not
for
Dumbledore.
Bambi and,
Gandalf.
I was waiting for Bambi and Goth's reaction as big Lord of the Rings fans.
Wow, Dumbledore even more. Yeah.
And then original Obi-Wan and new Obi-Wan fighting each other. No, I'm the real Obi-Wan. No, I'm the real Obi-Wan.
My gosh.
You can be Obi-Wan.
People are watching you playing with action figures.
I know. I love this. I absolutely think this is the best content right here, Jiroc.
Okay, so anybody who's played Dungeons and Dragons, especially the older versions, you might get a little excited when you see this, because yes, this is an original Deities and Demigods with the Cthulhu and Melnibonian mythos before they removed it because of copyright problems and started printing these without those mythos. Because Cthulhu is H.P. Lovecraft, and Melnibonian is Moorcock with the character Elric. So yeah, they're included in this book, though. Of course, I could not afford one of these when I was young, but as an adult, I acquired one. And my wife let me do it.
Nice.
And of course, you know, Funko has everything in these little doll shapes. So yeah, Cthulhu as a little doll like this just feels wrong. He should be
Bubblehead Cthulhu.
big.
So someone, Yarlax, earlier, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, but Yarlax did ask a question that is relevant to this.
Okay.
He asks, what's your favorite Cthulhu creature or story?
Well, in the Mountains of Madness from Lovecraft, but Robert E. Howard, who wrote Conan, Solomon Kane, lots of other stories, he has this Cthulhian collection of Cthulhu Mythos, which was one of the books on the bookshelf in that set. And it was called Pigeons from Hell. It is an amazing horror short story that you should read at night with nobody else around. It's a quick read, and it's just creepy as hell. And I would just love to see a film or even a short film made on that story, Pigeons from Hell, from Robert E. Howard. It's an homage to the Cthulhu Mythos, because H.P. Lovecraft and Robert E. Howard actually corresponded in the early 1900s, because they were both big pulp and fiction and horror writers. So yeah, for Lovecraft, there's probably In the Mountains of Madness and Pigeons from Hell.
But in the end, what pigeon? But that's where all pigeons are from, isn't there? Hell, because there's no there's no real purpose for that other than just harassing people. FYI, don't bring pigeons to a party with me, please.
Boy.
Well, and of course, even though Game of Thrones, like they have this new show out now, which I'm still a little iffy on. I think the production's pretty good, but I'm really waiting for the story to kick in and really go full blown and give me characters that I'm really invested in. Like there's so many great characters in Game of Thrones. And even though they kind of floundered a little bit in season 7 and 8, I do like some of those seasons. But 1 through 6 are gold. I could actually teach an entire film semester on that show. Even just one season, I could break it up, but I could teach you to become an excellent filmmaker based on the techniques and screenwriting from the first 6 seasons of Game of Thrones. So, of course, you just need lots of Game of Thrones merch. Subscribe to Jiroc.
Oh my goodness.
Where are my likes?
More likes, please.
So, Jiroc, I know I'm the only admin that didn't do a face reveal because I don't have a cam. I did post a picture in the channel.
Bambi picture?
So,
hold on, I'll have to link it again. Hold on. Check the chat. Jiroc in 2 seconds now.
This is in.
Wait, is this your authorization to put that picture on screen?
Yes, of course.
Yay!
Otherwise, I wouldn't post it.
Well, Gwen, you didn't do your costume change, did you?
No, I didn't. Am I supposed to do a costume change?
Okay, well, let's see.
Of
Let me
course.
find
Should I go
Gwen.
now?
Let me put Gwen's avatar up. Yeah, Gwen, if you want to do your costume change, I will.
It's in the Discord chat.
Bambi, can you talk to the audience for a minute while I try to bring up your picture?
Yeah, what do you want me to say? Like,
you might want to go back to the screen with everyone too. While you do that.
I'm Bambi.
So Bambi, I have questions for you.
There you go.
Oh.
The Dutch maiden. Oh my gosh. I'm blushing. Yeah.
So, Bambi, what encouraged you or brought you to become an admin on Jiroc servers?
Oh, that's so easy because I really love the community and I really love to be engaged with the whole community. I've played Lord of the Rings online and been a kin.
Guild master?
Oh gosh, kin master. Yeah, thank you. You're kin master for that. And I got to know people. Well, they come to me with their stories. They came to me with that and their personal stories. And yeah, with this community in Jiroc, I wanted to be an admin so bad because I really love to engage with all the people and getting to know them personally. But yeah, if they have trouble, not in game, but in real life as well, I really want to, be a listening ear for them. So that's why when Jiroc asked me to be an admin, I said yes straight away, because I love the community and I want to be a person that is engaged with the community in every way possible.
Bambi, can I ask you, where did you post that picture? I don't see it.
It's in the podcast recording chat.
I will send it to you.
Oh, for this channel? Oh, okay. Yep. Oh, I see it. Okay, awesome. Keep going.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to be an admin, straight away.
Yeah, because I remember doing your interview. And you were so excited and so eager, and it was so wonderful to have you join. And then you just came in, sort of like the reverse of a wrecking ball.
Yeah, I know that Jiroc got some kind of warnings about me, like, oh my gosh, there's a drunk person on your server.
That was exactly what they said.
It's so.
There's some drunk girl and some drunk woman in the chat. You might want to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, that's just me. I have my heart on my sleeve. I just say whatever I want and then think about it afterwards. So yeah.
So like Jiroc said, I do what I want.
Yeah, so sorry.
No, it's great. It's great.
Yeah. All right, so
Okay,
your
here we
picture
go. Face
appeared
reveal time.
sideways for some reason. Let me figure out why that is. Why would it do that?
So yeah, it's just me, Bambi, being excited about a lot of things. So sorry about that.
And what is your favorite thing to do on the server?
Connecting with people.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I've got another one for you that's not quite so easy, hopefully, maybe. Do you have an admin alter ego? And if not, do you have an idea or can you drop a hint as to what it will be?
I don't have it yet. Maybe I would want to, but we already have 3. So in my opinion, that's enough for now. But yeah, if Vaste or Jiroc or Gorth, their alter egos get less active, yeah, I might have a few ideas.
She doesn't need an alter ego. She doesn't need an alter ego to go after people. So just bird them left and right. Hey!
It's a Bambi!
Bambi! Whoop whoop! In the house. Whoop whoop! There we go. Now we all got faces.
Oh, except for Gwen.
Sorry.
Well, back to the digital world.
She's doing a little costume change, which
Haven't we established that Gwen and Vaste can't be at the same time?
Oh.
they can't be on the stream at the same time because they're the same person. Let me pull up my script here and see where we can do. So costume change for Gwen. I got a little quick costume thingy I wanted to do. While we're waiting.
Oh, man. Everyone, quick. Change places.
Well, why don't we do our third round of trivia while we wait for Gwen to get back?
Yes.
So we'll start with question number 7.
Here we go.
And let me pull up the chat for the chat. Folks who want to try to answer this. All right. So I've mentioned, like I said, that most of these things in the podcast, but what is my favorite food? Name the ethnicity of that food or the exact dish, and you can steal the win from somebody who just names the ethnicity of the food. What is my favorite food? We talked about that on the podcast when we were talking about what's your favorite dish that you'd want to eat every day if you were like stuck on an island and you could have that one dish made somehow for you every day and that's all you could eat for the rest of your life. And so I said,
knew it morning. I knew it morning. Should have known it.
Let's see, looking at the, Jeremiah Hunter answered correctly with Indian, but somebody stole the answer with the exact dish. Albert Lamarque. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong.
That's
Lamar?
Ark, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Chicken
Ark.
tikka masala. Somebody's paying attention. And let's see in our chat who.
And guess what, Jiroc?
What's that? Oh, Morning got both
our
Indian and chicken tikka masala. Good job, Morning. You're getting all the answers right. You're way ahead.
So Morning still needs to post that recipe.
But you see, it's not fair. Morning's on the
that's right.
podcast with me
Yes.
when I talk about this
Yes.
stuff. And she knows she's got to make that dish for me at some
someone
point.
else.
Yeah.
Where is that?
I was past Valheim too.
Okay, question number 8. What was my favorite show to watch as a young child? There's one show that I loved watching as a child, and I talked about it on the podcast. We all talked about like our favorite childhood movies and or TV shows, and I talked about this one show. And I'll give you a little bit of a hint if you see if anybody can get the right answer. It was one of Sid and Marty Krofft's shows. They had a lot of different shows, but this one had dinosaurs and Slee Stack. What was that show? Dinosaurs and Slee Stack. Well, Slee Stack were like these humanoid lizard creatures that the humans in the show had to deal with. No correct answers in YouTube stream yet. Yes, actually, all those answers, though, that they're posting, I did watch. Thundercats, Star Trek, $1 Million Man. I think it was the $6 Million Man, though. You robbed him of $5 million. Let's see.
If I'm not if I'm not mistaken, I only get the phrase right that comes along with the show.
What's that?
Not the mother.
What show is that? Oh, that's the
Not the mother. Not the mother.
Was that Third Rock from the Sun?
The mama, but yeah.
Not the mama. Yeah.
No. That's no.
Which show?
One from with
It's a show that had like
dinosaur.
the people wearing the dinosaur costumes, right? I
Yeah.
can't remember the name of that show. But no,
think it was
that was
just
I was an adult when that came out. But Gorth V was an amazing show. I did love that show too. Let me go back to the YouTube stream. Oh, we got the right answer. Captain Fossil again. Congratulations, Captain Fossil. It is Land of the Lost. In the land of the lost. All right. Let's see. Do we have one more question? Oh, we do. Okay. Final question. Which of my videos has the most YouTube views? You can name the thumbnail, the title of the video. You can kind of describe it if you want. This video has almost 500,000 hits and is by far, by a whole factor of 10 higher views than any of my other videos. I think my next highest video is 60 or 70,000, but this one has almost 500,000 views. So somebody must have seen it to remember what to put there. Let's see. Let me go to. Oh! YouTube Selly _ corrected their entry with mob weaknesses. Yes, Sally. Good job. Mob weaknesses. All mob weaknesses. Weaknesses for every mob in Valheim. That was my first big runaway hit. Awesome
Yeah, I
job.
mention it all the time too. Yeah.
And let's see. The answers are... Oh, Vaste got it first. Mob weaknesses. Good job, Vaste. Okay, let me add up the scores here. Let me give Vaste that point. And so looking at the top, let's see,
I'm
we
probably
got
winning.
Bambi and Gorth in first place for last with 0.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go Gorth. Go Gorth.
Gwen might have been able to get some of these answers if she wasn't doing her costume change, but so she tied for second with Vaste with 2, and Morning Darkness is our trivia champion once again with 4 points. Whoop whoop!
Wow.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, she's disqualified for the next one.
Exactly.
Good to go, Morning.
Gwen, are you back?
And I am back. Yes, I am. And I'm sweating already.
Oh yeah,
So I had
that's
to brush.
Ooh.
all right. Let's see what Gwen is wearing in her costume change in 3, 2, 1. Shield Maiden.
Shield Maiden outfit.
Gwen, Woo, look at that! I love those ornamental
Oh, that's awesome.
at the top.
Yeah, I could add one more.
You have to
That's
stand up,
actually-
though.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
This is a replica of an archaeological find, and it looks really nice. I'm gonna add that as well.
Wow.
Oh,
I think I
nice.
can add it here. Probably, if I don't manage to not like stab myself. And yeah, this is the outfit that I was wearing at the Viking festival that I mentioned on the Podheim episode. Oops, I am losing my brooches though. Yeah, I need to figure out a better way to tie those.
Can
And
you
so,
back up
yeah,
a
if
little
you
so we
wanted
can
to
see?
see-
Oh, look at that!
Wow.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm
you
doing the
look
wrong-
amazing.
Weird.
Very authentic looking.
Yeah.
You made that yourself?
Yes.
That's great.
I usually have more things hanging off my belt. Things like knives and little pouches with things. That's how people would carry. Basically, they wouldn't have handbags. They would just carry everything on their belt. So, yeah.
Well, Gwen,
Really cool.
you've inspired me to do a costume change too.
There we go. We're gonna get Viking Jiroc.
Yep. Here we go. You ready? It's gonna go by fast, so enjoy it. Ready?
Oh no! Get out! Get out, Jiroc! I'm not speaking to you anymore. I'm resigning as admin of this server. I can't do
Where's
this.
the historical accuracy? Where is
Thank you, Rob.
Come on, that's official Viking gear. I paid a lot of money for that.
Yo, this was bad.
I knew you'd do this.
Do what? I don't know. I got my hat on. I don't know what you're talking about. You have no evidence whatsoever.
So
It's
are
out
you
there.
not going to take the glasses off?
These are my eyes.
Yes. No, Jiroc, come on.
These are my eyes.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't
on,
know.
Jiroc.
It feels a bit cheaty.
Dipstick.
Yeah.
Do we have any let's see. Do we have any questions from the community?
Yeah, we have. They want to see your eyes.
Yeah, I'm getting a couple of direct messages. Yeah, they want to see your eyes. Someone is saying here, remove the glasses. I don't know what this is all about.
All right. Well, let's admire Gwen's outfit real quick. I'll show you my eye here in a second.
He's gonna run
Are
away.
you putting eyeliner on, or are you putting an eye patch on? What's going on?
He's running away.
Ah, that was sneaky.
He's gonna put up makeup.
There, you saw my eyes. Come on. What else you want? I even gave it to you close up. Do we still have Dipstick with us, or who's? Let's see.
I can't read this.
No real new questions. I got one from Selly, who just won. Says, Jiroc, do you have any kids?
I do not have any kids. Oh, you know what? I forgot in the show and tell. I forgot to show you my kid.
You forgot you had
actually.
kids?
Yeah, let me show you my kid real quick. Let's see.
I'm seeing something wagging there in the
Oh,
back.
I can hear a fluff. I can see a fluffy ear in the background.
There was a fluff in the back, yeah.
Yeah, that was like a little tuft of hair.
This is
Oh,
Mike, baby. Hello, baby. Give me kisses.
so cute. What's his name?
His name
Aw.
is Tyrion, because he's little, like Tyrion was in Game of Thrones.
Oh, so
Oh, that's my baby. Yes. Bite him, Tyrion. Bite him. Arr.
Aw.
He goes sit on my
Gwen,
lap.
Gwen, you have a pup as well, right?
I do. It's not a small pup like that. I can see. I think he's downstairs. I can go see where he's at. He looks more like a Viking dog. I can go find it if you want.
Yeah, can we see it?
I can try. I'll try. I'll try.
So I see a couple of questions on the script here. Neo Alpha. Let's see, what does it say?
Neo Alpha asks, which mobs are being added on to the heavily modded server?
Which mods are being added to the heavily modded server coming out next month? Good question. There's a whole bunch of mods. And my admin Kondo is doing that list right now. We're mostly adding mods that add content. So we don't really want to change the interface or the way that Valheim plays. We want to add mods that add content. So lots and lots of content mods. But yeah, that's really all I can say. Well, we're trying some mods that add like a questing system to do some very specific things that we want to do. To encourage exploration and also have a reward system for once you get out there, because the quest giver can give you a reward. So we're messing with those mods to see if we can get those to work. But yeah, for the most part, it's lots and lots of mods that add content to the game. You know, the kind of stuff that you wish if Iron Gate had, more programmers and more time that they could give us all at once. But yeah, while we're waiting for their content, there's so many great modders out there like Jules and Yerde and many others out there doing some really good content. So do some really good mods so we can create content for you. What other questions do we have?
We had Gwen's puppy in the background. It appears.
Oh,
Gwen is gone. Gwen is gone now.
There's Gwen. Where's your puppy, Gwen?
Oh, you didn't see it?
Well, real briefly, it ran. Did it already? Did
You
your
were too
puppy already
busy
run
answering
out?
the question.
Yes.
You were too busy answering the question. It's gone now.
Oh.
He was he ran in, showed his face, and then he was gone. Bit like you.
Yeah. Well, you have to replay the video if you want to see that. So we have another question here from Neo Alpha. Says, what is your biggest prediction for Mistlands that has not been revealed? Interesting.
Prediction time.
Prediction for has not been revealed. I think that I'm really hoping that we see more ruins. I think like if you think about the Frost Cave, how they've evolved that from the crypts, the sunken crypts, the burial chambers, the troll cave, and if you think they went to the Frost Cave, now they did this really elaborate thing. The dungeons and the ruins that are in the game are the ruins specifically are really simple. So I'm really hoping, especially with the new build pieces, they give us more elaborate ruins, bigger areas with ruins. So when you come across, it's not just like a little collapsed tower. It's, a bigger structure, and you can come up and you can have that awe factor. Oh, I want to build here or something, right? Or, and maybe there's some, crazy mobs in there. But that's what I'm really hoping for, because it's also something I want to do with mods. If Jules is listening, I want to be able to populate the world automatically with all of our blueprints. I know you're working on that, right, Jules? It's hot on the burner.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Just for the 10K, I'll do that.
Yes. Coming out tomorrow, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Custom procedurally generated cities. Nothing.
Yeah. Anybody else have a prediction for Mistlands? Like anything that they haven't really shown us that you hoping for, you think they might consider? Yeah.
Yeah. I already said on the podcast that the Yaglu thingy might be a candle or a lantern to drive out the mist.
That's true. Maybe another type of torch.
Yeah.
Something like
Oh, another
a
color torch? That would be cool.
Yeah, with
Oh,
torch
because-
would be nice.
if you
Yeah,
build in
yeah.
the mist, then you will have the mist, something that get it away all the time from the base. Maybe.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
well,
so we have...
we had chatted about, and I had mentioned like it would be nice to have some sort of aerial protection for the bat and the drake raids, because those are really annoying.
Oh, yeah. Killing all your livestock, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, we have another
I-
one from...
Can I answer a question that's directed to me?
Yeah, go for it.
It's on YouTube. Do you got a pet deer? Yeah, I got 2, but I fairly won them. The first one, Jiroc made like a pet deer in the middle of the Black Forest. Yeah, you can get it, and if you get it to your base, then you can have it. So a lot of my members of the guild helped me get it. So yeah, I mentioned I had the chance to get a pet deer, but we had to work for it, so it wasn't free.
yeah, I can tame... With mods, I can tame everything in the game, and so, yeah. I've tamed a
Bring
couple of
them
deer
home.
and some other things, yeah. And if you can win them or you can get them home from them being out in the wild, then you get to keep them. In the chat that just popped out, the B. Jurin asked, do you think the hare will be nice and cute or an annoying thing eating all our crops? And well, if you watch the video with Auric, I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to...
Can be both.
It's going to
Probably
slither its
both.
tongue out at you and try to eat you. Because it does
Good
look kind of
question.
scaly, right?
Yeah, good question.
We have one here. Iriel Hiragizawa. Will Valheim be able to surpass its limit of 10 people to a server or add NPCs? Well, we can with mods. I think our capacity is set to like 101 or something. But yeah, if you get more than about 10 people in an area, it starts to lag really badly. If they're spread around the world, it's not too bad generally, but whether they'll do that for their vanilla version of the game, maybe, but I think it'll come way after 1.0. Just depends on how successful the game is, because the game at 1.0 is really successful. I think we'll start to see a lot of extra quality of life stuff for the players and the admins added. And then I think they're starting to realize how big the multiplayer communities are and how popular they are. Because what's the number one answer, Gwen, we get when somebody says, we ask them, why did you come play on the servers? What do they always say?
Because all my friends lost interest and I don't want to play alone.
Yeah, exactly. So you come play
Sorry
with
about
us. And multiplayer, and I think, yeah, multiplayer isn't something they really focused on, you just imagine, it was just a little tiny game with a few biomes and a few creatures, and then they sold, all those copies, like 10 million copies. They never expected that kind of success or to be that big, or probably didn't have the funding to even make it a huge game. But, now they're able to put in the quality that they really want. So maybe we'll see that in the future, but probably not till after 1.0 release. And
We have a question from Clara that is asking, how is the balancing of the mobs for the modded server? We went back to that.
Yeah, the balancing for modded creatures. So when we launched our Season 1 hard mode server, we had to really figure out balancing of the creatures with the mods. It took some time. And then we released our Season 2 servers. And again, we tried a new mod with some creatures, and they were too tough. And we tweaked them over about a month. And I think we have them really dialed in for the level of gear that is currently in the game without extra modded high-level gear. So it does. Unfortunately, the mods like Monsternomicon, it's released and everything is too tough for the standard gear in the game. But I think if you use my configuration files with that mod, everything is really balanced nicely now for the current gear. And then what do we got? We got one from Canaris. Gorth, you see that one?
Sorry.
Let's
Next
see.
one from
Yeah,
Canaris. Jiroc, can we get the devs to let us build POIs for them so they can spread out the ruins? Maybe?
Oh, that's kind of my dream. If anybody at Iron Gate is listening, we have so many good builders, and I've spent so much time placing hundreds of custom-built locations and POIs and ruins around the world in my seasonal servers that I would love to have some of these amazing builds added as those random structures and ruins that get populated in the world. If you would consider entries, please let us know. Make an announcement on Twitter. And I know, at least from my server, we'll submit tons of blueprints for consideration to populate the world with. I think some of these would really fit in nicely with the style that you have, that Iron Gate has going on right now.
Yeah, plugin to allow us to fill out the world with player built structures would be great. Would be awesome.
Because we have a lot.
Yeah.
We could build a World War II.
If anyone has any more questions, go ahead and drop them in there real quick. But this has been super fun, everyone. I really appreciate the viewers watching, and I thank you to my admins here who are also my podcast crew for coming up and celebrating my sunglasses and my cowboy hat. Y'all all right, partners?
The cowboy shoes.
I'm gonna have
Do you
to
have the cowboy shoes on?
I have to dip right now. My baby just woke up. But thank you guys so much. You're all fabulous.
Thank you, Morning.
Thanks, MD. Next time
Morning.
we'll see you too.
You too, Morning Darkness. You're amazing.
Yeah. So if we like this, we should try doing our podcast like this. I'd love to do the podcast like this because then whatever happens. I don't have to go back through and edit it.
Oh shoot.
Unless something really egregious happens. But yeah, it would be fun to just be here and let the natural reactions come out, because you never know when the glasses might fall off if I laugh too hard, or the hat falls off because I laugh too hard. And you might see something you weren't meant to see. Like see my glasses? What?
Oh, cheeky rock.
This is cheating.
Clickbait, I'd say.
Clickbait. Face reveal.
So you shave off that beard for the face reveal, right?
Yeah, well, I have to shave the whole beard, right? So you can see the face. We can't let that happen. Well, great. So I think that's going to end it for today. We're already 3.5 hours almost into it. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on the podcast and in future live stream Q&As. I would love to do this once a month or so. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody here for joining me. And until next time, have fun out there.
Everyone.
Jiroc?
Guys, a lot of fun.
Jiroc, thank you
Yes.
for all your fantastic videos and all your content and for your great servers. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Congratulations again for the 10K.
Yeah,
Aw, thank
Skull.
you.
I think it's time for a.
Oh, should we have a drink
Skull.
before we sign off?
Yeah. of
Cheers.
course.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Skull,
Oh.
Jiroc.
Skull.
Thank you so much.
You know how we do it. Until next time, have fun out there.
Bye, everyone.